ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another live stream. We have a full house, a jam-packed panel today, / this evening for those of you in the States. I want to say a massive thank you, first of all, to the 83 people already here in the chat. Y'all are awesome. But I want to also introduce the panel. First off, we have Will, aka Will Foxification. I should probably turn the names on. I never had the names on for some reason. Then everyone's like, who is that? There we go.
There we go.
Will,
now you know
aka Will, yeah, now you know who he is. Will Foxification. Lael 1/6 Scale Man, who has been on the channel previously on one of the other live streams. Brendan Riley. Ryan Kirkwood, out of Hong Kong, who takes the amazing figure pictures on the channel. And of course, Robert Meyer Burnett, who is a series regular. We see him quite often on the channel. Plus, over on his channel with Fully Articulated and Hot Toys on the channel, the new channel, also called Hot Toys. So, definitely...
This is exciting.
How did that go,
this
by
is like,
the way, last week?
This is like being an Avenger.
Right?
Yep.
We prefer
amazing.
Justice League in these parts, or Justin's League, I think.
Oh
if
my
someone
God.
said
Oh, there it is.
The first dad joke of the evening.
I'm sorry. I'm so
Justice League.
sorry.
That was pretty good, though.
I like it. I'll take it.
Yeah. I'm thinking about
Kudos.
renaming my channel memberships to Justin's League. I think it's. I think it fits. I think it's quite funny. We already have a super chat, which is crazy to even think about. But before we went live, already sent in a super chat saying, "Hey Justin, RMB, and guests, 1/6 Scale Clone Wars Anakin is here, and he looks amazing." Yes, don't worry, we will be discussing the animated Clone Wars figures. We'll absolutely be bringing them up on screen
They're already
and
out?
dissecting them. Yeah, you can pre-order them. The animated figures, finally, you can pre-order them.
Oh, I thought they were already arrived. I'm like, wait, what?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
no,
wish.
just pre-order.
No, just pre-order. Just
2023.
pre-order. Yeah, they'll be probably a while. I think new bodies, new head sculpts, but we'll have a look at the pictures at least, and we'll discuss and hopefully talk about what may be coming next. I don't know. We'll see. We also have a super chat from Lane Kramer. You'll know Lane Kramer, I think. Regular around these parts, these streams. $5 super chat for all the help they do for the stream. Eventually, Justin needs to do a country ballad, the legend of Ryan and Bob Dylan, plus say I'm sure someone could edit one of our live streams together and make a tune like Az did for what was it? Ocean Man.
Ocean Man.
Oh,
Yeah, dude, you
that
need
was
to do an Australian
hilarious.
country ballad.
Don't give me any ideas.
I don't sound that all that Australian. I found though. I would have to put it on, and I can. It sounds horrible, but you know, for the normal, my normal speech is not all that Australian.
I have a friend who is from Australia, actually, who we're meeting, Lael and his fiance and mine, and some friends are going to a show, a comedy show this weekend, and she's originally from Australia, but she's also lived in Chicago and now here in Boston. So all of her Australian friends make fun of her for not sounding Aussie enough. But then when she goes back there for a visit, and then, not right now, but when she goes back for a visit and then comes back here, she's got like a super heavy accent that kind of wanes out over a couple of weeks.
Yeah. You'll find that sympathetic accent copying. Ms. Collection does that. Whenever we go to London, she starts talking with a British accent. It's very weird. Bob Dylan is, of course, in the house. We have a quiz, and I don't know how I think we're going to have to do, like, Team Justin, Team RMB, or Team Lael, or how, and three people on each team, and we'll tackle it like that. But we have a quiz, and Bob Dylan said he's put the difficulty up a little bit from last week.
Oh.
Yeah, I figured he would do that.
Yeah. So we'll see about the quiz. He says, placing a bet right now, half the panel will pre-order something before the stream is done. Looking at you, RMB. It's possible. We were talking about a Jazz Inc. Vulture, maybe.
No.
So
I
it
can't
is
even.
possible.
I logged in to pay my Jazz Inc. Shipping receipt today, and I looked at all the invoices I have to pay. I'm like, a lot.
Don't do that. You don't want to do that.
Mm.
That's only
the
pain.
It's a dangerous game.
I haven't pre-ordered anything from Jazz yet, but that 66 Batmobile is really tempting.
Oh yeah, you have to. Ooh. Yeah, because I have the Hot Toys Burt Ward and Adam West.
I'm itching to pick those up. I'm going to, and that's.
I mean, you're wearing the shirt, Brendan. Like, come on.
I know. Yeah.
What's the go? What's going on?
If you're gonna rep it, go all the way.
Those figures are great too. They're really. I mean, I bought those figures in anticipation that Hot Toys was going to make that Batmobile, and then they didn't.
A lot of people did, yeah.
Yeah, and then they didn't. I'll be reviewing. I just got word that it's actually been sent. I think the McFarlane 7-inch scale 66 Batmobile, the Batcave. It's like a huge Batcave diorama. Batman, Robin, and Joker, they've just arrived at Toys Wonderland, so they're now official McFarlane distributors in Hong Kong. So he has, I think, sent them already, so I'll be reviewing them, and also the Justice League wave, but I'm tempted to see if any of that Batcave diorama can work in the background with the Hot Toys figures, because it's pretty big, and if it's far back, like forced perspective kind of thing, I don't know, it might work. So we'll see when it arrives. Bad Boy Productions with a super chat. Hello, everyone. Justin, besides the Detective Vigilante and Night Vigilante, are there any Titans figures coming from So-So? Yes. They just teased last night a picture of the Raven head sculpt, and it looks pretty awesome. Have you all seen this?
No.
Okay, I will bring it up.
This is breaking news to me.
Is Thursday.
Okay. I like it. Let me bring up the picture. So they haven't just shown the head. We don't know if it's going to be sculpted hair, rooted hair, what. But I hope they go with sculpted hair, because you all know that's my favorite. I ain't about the rooted hair.
I feel like it depends on the figure.
It can. Like, say, for instance, Golden Armor Wonder Woman does work well with rooted hair, because she's wearing a helmet, obviously. You need to do a full swap-out scenario.
Is that out yet?
No.
I mean, in Hong Kong, it's
you
not
would
out.
think,
the J&D is, but not the Hot Toys.
Right.
Yeah. How is that possible? I don't know. Because
Gandalf
J&D is like...
Yeah, right.
Yeah. There we go. So this is the Raven head sculpt. And you can already see this is hand-painted by So-So, like the guy himself. I don't know what his name is, actually, but we'll just call him So-So. It looks good, huh?
It is. It looks real nice.
Looks good.
It definitely looks nice. It's already
so
a go, because I have to have them all. I mean, it's like, seriously, I'm waiting on Nightwing. So once they basically release that, or they give us an announcement on that, I mean, that's coming.
Do you think we're gonna get Nightwing or Gambit first?
Nightwing. I think we'll get Nightwing.
I don't know which I want more. I want them both, but I don't know which one I want more.
I think he said. Let me confirm.
In the chat, Absolute Irwin asks if I have the Project BM Kaneda's bike, the Akira bike. I already had mine. I had the original release, so I didn't. Okay. I didn't. Mine original release is in great shape.
I'm so glad you convinced me to review that. That was a really fun video to film.
Is that not incredible? That piece?
Oh my god, it is beautiful. I'd already agreed to give it to my friend Daniel, so I had to give it to him. But it was like killing me to do that.
You can still buy it, Justin. Hello, pre-order. Like, you want to order something on this stream? Click.
Just order the bike, Justin.
Hey, Rob, my God. Hey, Rob, so I was going to hold off on this question, but we might as well ask it now. So I'm going to ask it now. So one of my favorite episodes that you were on is when you talked about one of my favorite films. Yes, I'm dating myself, which was The Last Starfighter. Now, if an unlicensed company, or they decided to basically release the ship in those figures, are you in?
Bruh. Are you kidding me? To get the Gunstar?
The Gunstar,
a Gunstar in 6 scale?
Yes.
Well, now with 3D
I need to look
printing,
this up. Hold on.
Okay,
Yeah,
first
me too,
of all,
Justin.
you got to get
lost.
Lance Guest and you got to get Dan O'Hurley. He is great.
Exactly.
What is it? Kodan and the Zur and the Kodan Armada.
And you, as an accessory, you have to have.
That's an interesting ship.
You have to have the video game console. We have to have that console. We need to have that console as an accessory.
The sequel to The Last Starfighter is very close to being greenlit.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
With Gary Whitta writing, who is Rogue One and Book of Eli.
Yep.
And he's also a regular contributor on the Kinda Funny channel for video gaming and stuff. He's this close to getting that sequel gone.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised. There's not, and even the car, Robert Preston's car.
Yeah,
I mean, nobody would do, but to have the Gunstar is such a cool ship. I mean, you could probably 3D print that pretty easily.
Yeah.
Of course, you'd need some, but I would love to. I'm surprised that a third party hasn't done those yet.
I know.
I mean, those would be
just based off those designs. It looks pretty badass.
It's bad. That ship is badass.
Justin, you have to watch the movie. You have to watch the
on
movie.
My list every time I stream with any of y'all.
It's a cult classic, but I think that's why it hasn't been made.
It's so funny. He didn't even exist when that movie came out.
Yeah, I didn't.
No.
Yeah, see,
oh God. You're making me feel old now.
I get that every stream, Justin. Like, Will, you need to watch this movie, so I get it all the time.
Yeah, literally, I add it to the list.
There was no excuse for you not having seen the '89 Batman movie, Will.
I've seen it now. I've watched it.
Come on, Will.
I've seen it as of like 5 days ago.
Watching like 20 minutes here and there.
I watched
Will
it
and I
like 3
might
days.
be. As young as Will and I might be, Ryan is younger. So
That's
Ryan
true.
hadn't seen
He's really
Terminator. He hadn't seen RoboCop. He hadn't seen a lot of the classic, but he has now. Ryan, have you seen this last Starfighter movie? Do I even need to ask?
No.
No way.
Even though Justin gave me a full list of movies to watch, I have not seen.
Justin gave you homework.
Starfighter.
But it's hard because there's twice as many. Like I lived through all that stuff when it came out.
Yeah.
So, but now if you ask people, like, let's say you're born in 2000, you're 21 years old now. To go back and watch The Last Starfighter, that's going back, 16 years, or 16 years, because it came out in 84.
Yeah.
And you go back even further, think about how many movies have come out. I mean, RoboCop's 87, Terminator 2's 91, Jurassic Park is 93, Matrix is 99.
Ryan, have you ever even actually seen a physical VHS tape before?
No, he would surely not.
No.
He probably.
No,
you had to.
I don't think so.
No,
Right.
Actually, I can show you one. Look at this. Okay. So this,
Ryan.
Oh, wow.
This is actually a Blu-ray, but it's from Germany. You're going to love this. So if you look at the side, it looks like the Columbia Pictures logo. So this is what a VHS tape looked like. It would open up. Now, here's kind of what it looked like. I mean, this looks like a tape,
Oh my God,
VHS
this is
tape.
so retro.
This is actually not a real videotape. It is a box where
I actually love
my
that.
Blu-ray goes in.
Wow.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, but they've
that's
made
awesome.
it look like one. Now
I wish I wore my Blockbuster video T-shirt tonight.
I know.
crazy? This even came with video labels. So
I love that.
You can put the labels on the package.
the actual package. Yeah.
So
Is one of them Be Kind Rewind?
Well, they're German, so I got
So it might be. We just
so
don't know.
very much. I'm sure it does. I'm sure it's. A friend of mine from Germany got this for me, and it's the second of these retro. It's the movie on Blu-ray, but they package it to look like.
That's
a VHS
very
tape.
smart marketing and packaging. That's brilliant.
Yeah. Ryan,
that's
you are in
badass.
great company, bro. So any education you need on anything classic, we have you. You are within great company, bro. We got you.
Don't even
Yeah.
worry about it, Ryan.
We got you,
Not
Ryan.
me.
And if you came over here, all these
Will or
movies
me.
we
Not
talked
Will
about,
and I.
have them all.
Yeah, no, we still got it, Justin. We still got plenty of knowledge.
Okay,
just not
okay,
quite
okay,
as
good.
much as the people who have more experience than us. But
Yeah,
They have
I mean,
years
the people
on
that
us.
are older and closer to death.
people that are
Oh
close
my
to that.
so morbid. Rob always goes a little bit morbid on these streams.
Ryan, if you need
sometimes.
dating advice, I'm your guy, by the way.
Rob, for me, that's perfect timing because I turned 39 today, so
Yes, happy
getting
birthday,
that is
Brendan.
like
By the way, happy
just a little
birthday to
closer
you,
to
sir.
death. Thanks.
Can we get a happy birthday in the chat for Brendan, please?
Happy birthday,
let him
Brendan.
show him some
Happy
love.
birthday.
Show him some love.
Thank you.
I've said all my happy birthdays to him enough today. I'm done.
I know. I'm done with it too
The
late.
good thing is, no matter how old I get, I'll always be just a little bit younger and a little bit prettier than Lael.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe the chat will let us know.
Yeah. Oh, please don't let us know who's the prettiest of
No,
the
Will's
stream.
just fishing for some
I'm
compliments.
fishing for
himself.
compliments.
Hey,
dude.
hey,
I'm suffering.
Hey, check it out. Check it
Okay.
out. I got the baddest chicken in the game rocking my chain, so I'm sweet.
Oh, okay.
I'm sweet. As long as she upstairs and she loves me, I am sweet. I'm good.
Queen
Done.
Toya.
Well, you just won for being the most hopeless romantic of the bunch.
Yeah.
He knows his audience because she's in. I guarantee you, she's in the chat.
Yeah, she's
right
in the
now,
chat.
like sitting upstairs, but she's in the
perfect.
chat.
He's just buttering her up. That's what he does.
She's in the chat.
He's earning points for when he needs them later for when he does something stupid.
No, or when 5 or 6 Hot Toys show up on the same
Right.
day.
Exactly.
What the hell is this?
Honestly,
No,
though,
he's already
Toya's
got,
a pretty
he's already
big
got that
enabler.
locked in because he just blames me for enabling him every single time.
yeah,
I deliver
yeah.
It's
him
very
to his
effective.
door.
Fantastic.
It's built in. It's built in. It's built right in. Luis Libitz with a super chat. What an all-star lineup. Sup everyone, enablers unite. Thanks you all for amazing content. You all rock. Thank you, Luis. You rock for that awesome super chat. Thank you for supporting the channel. And yes, we are all enablers, whether we say it or not. We absolutely
Will, stop.
We enable each other.
You know you are, bro. Will,
No,
you are.
not
Yes.
like y'all, because you guys are another level. I'm like the bottom tier.
Oh,
of
yeah.
enabling. I don't know about
Right
Rob.
now-
Maybe not Rob. I don't know yet. But with Lael and Justin, Ryan's still up for debate. Brendan definitely.
Will's
I
The
might be
Last
down
of Us
there with
Part
you.
1 trying to get up to The Last of Us Part 2
See?
level. That's
No,
what
Brendan,
that's what
you
he's trying.
disqualified yourself at this point.
Hey, Ryan, I do want to say, man, like, I mean, a lot of people may have said it to you already, but man, thank you for the amazing pictures that you do get
Yes.
from Secret Base, bro. Like, you are our connection to what's going on in the world, man, so we appreciate that. Thank you, bro.
Hey, I'm just glad you guys like him.
I love them.
absolutely.
They're great, man, yeah.
I love them. I love them.
Your picks are some of the best, if not the best, coming out of Hong Kong, I would say. Absolutely, hands down. I don't think that's up for debate either. I think everyone would agree.
Yes.
So, yeah, no need to be humble, Ryan. Your picks are dope AF. Big Collector with a super chat. Thank you, Big Collector. Hey, guys. What's up? How you doing? Which pre-order animated Star Wars figure, which Star Wars animated figure is our favorite? And when is the pose-off coming? Pose-off is WIP, work in progress. We're trying to pick a date, I think. But it's going to be Lael, myself, and Jetta Patrol. And we're going to do a pose-off challenge. So stay tuned. It's going to happen, obviously. It's just a matter of when. But it will happen. Well, segue, I guess. Time to talk about the animated Clone Wars figures. So I will bring them up on screen. I know we did this in Lael's stream yesterday. But we want to discuss it again because we have some new faces here in the chat that weren't on yesterday. So give me a moment while I bring up the Sideshow page. So these are live to pre-order right now. Whether you choose to do that while we're streaming is totally your prerogative. We may or may not be enabling you. Let's look at Anakin first.
We are enabling you.
We are.
Oh, absolutely.
We should rewrite Ice-T's song "I'm Your Pusher," but have it all about 6-scale figures.
But see, if you have a
make a video
significant
with us.
other,
We'll do a
if
whole
you have
video.
anybody in your life, then we're all helping each other because then we provide an excuse built in for everybody else in the community. So it's okay, just blame everybody.
That's how you justify it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is there something
So
for
here
us
we
where
have.
we can say we're not a financial advisor? This is not financial advice.
Yeah, we need a disclaimer. Yeah, you're right, Ryan. We do need a disclaimer. We'll have it running along the bottom of the screen, and in that way, we cannot get blamed for our enabling. Let's just
Those
say.
Australian prices are scary.
Yeah, they make.
Yeah,
they
see
make
what
me
I mean?
nervous. They make me uncomfortable. Yeah.
250. I wish it was 250 down here.
You
Come
said
on
that
now.
last night. 250, please.
But that's not it. That's not it. We get 10% tax on top of that, and then we got to pay $100 for shipping. So this
So
is
that's
not
easily over
350.
500 for you.
It's when you get both, it's almost 1,000 for both.
Jeez.
Yeah, so it's
That's
pricey.
a lot
But
of
we'll
streaming
talk
you
about
have
the.
to do then.
A lot of streaming. Speaking of which, we do have a couple more super chats before we get to talking about the figures, because they zoom off my screen and then I miss them. So I want to address them before they zoom off. Otaku Samurai with a $4.99 super chat. Thank you. The only Iron Man I have is the 46. Is it worth selling my 46 to get a Mark 50 or 85? What do y'all think? Thanks. No.
No.
Yeah, no.
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 The
Keep
46 is the best in that.
Do
Group.
we all agree on that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Sorted.
Consensus.
Keep the 46. Yeah, absolutely. Ryan, you have both. You have all of them. All three. What do you 46, 50, 85?
I think if you're gonna have one, then the 85. But if you're gonna have more than one Iron Man, then you might as well keep the 46, right?
It is so hard to find right now. But then again, he could probably sell it and get both 50 and 85.
That's true.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
50 you can get for real cheap right now, though. I mean,
yeah,
they're
85
giving
is
that
well
away.
the first 85. You can get him for pretty cheap too.
That's
in
true.
Hong Kong, I think he was going for a very reasonable price.
With the Tony Stank head sculpt?
With the
See,
yeah, with the Tony Stank.
I never had any intention of using the RDJ portrait on that. I was always going to be using the helmet because the 85, that's my favorite of the cinematic armors. So I if somebody wants to get an Iron, I would definitely recommend that one. And for me, I never really cared that much about the sculpt. I wasn't going to use it. So.
Yep, I'm with you. I never really understand the obsession with unmasked head sculpts. Like we see like a really cool character in a film or series, and then they're like a figure is teased or shown. They're like, oh, I hope it comes with a head sculpt.
Yeah.
It's like, but what?
Like if they just did a blank stare kind of Paul Rudd head sculpt for Ant-Man, how many people would have used it? Probably
they did for Civil War, right? And nobody used it.
Right. So the big kind of like brouhaha about like the goofy grin one, it's like, okay, yeah, like he looks kind of stupid, but I still think it looked accurate. But how many people were actually going to use the unmasked head sculpt anyway?
I have to say,
I mean, yeah,
I have a big Michael B. Jordan. I've got a man crush on him, and I was not going to buy Killmonger unless they put in a Michael B. Jordan head sculpt. And
okay.
I have both my T'Challa and my Killmonger displayed with the head sculpts holding the
yeah, that's
classy. Okay.
And that Michael B. Jordan head sculpt is incredible.
Yeah. It's incredible.
It's one of the best Hot Toys has done, I think. I mean,
I agree.
Yeah.
I can't wait for his Superman project, and then for them to have a hot toy of him as Superman. That's I think would be amazing.
Yeah.
Yep. I cannot wait. And
you mean as Val Zod? I wanted
Yeah.
that Val Zod out. If they do that, how cool would that be?
Yes.
I love that costume.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic. I'm all for that. So hopefully that actually happens, because we've seen a lot of DC projects come and go and then like not get made. Yeah. So I'm hoping that actually happens, and then we see a Michael B. Jordan-led superhero movie.
I think with his star power,
movie.
I think it's more likely going to happen than not.
I hope so. I hope you are right. God of Thunder with a $4.99 super chat. Hey Justin, do you think Hot Toys Endgame Hulk will have his burnt arms in the final battle when we get the figure? No. He only will come with what he has been solicited to come with, unfortunately. It would have been really cool to get his shriveled, damaged arm from when he did the snap, but he won't come with a swap-out arm without them having mentioned it prior. That's a pretty big engineering thing, to have the arms be able to plug out, and he's wearing a full shirt. So they would have to completely redesign the whole thing and be able to take the shirt off and everything. So no, unfortunately. It would be cool, but no. Luis says, Ryan is the MVP for this community. Ryan is the MVP. Ryan, you're the MVP. Luis says so.
He's been killing it too. Ryan, you've been doing as Gaff said in Blade Runner, movie you probably haven't seen. You've done a man's job, sir.
Exactly.
Ryan went to this special event that Hot Toys were holding called the Summer Night Showcase. Hold on, before we talk about Anakin, I need to bring this up. He went to Summer Night Showcase. Yeah, so we were joking before it started, because we didn't know what was going to be shown. They just said Summer Night Showcase, it's a press event. Ryan had to sneak in again. And, we didn't know what was going to be shown. We thought, okay, maybe some more prototypes, right? Maybe we'll see some DC stuff.
To sneak in, like glasses and a fake
mustache?
We
were considering it, Ryan. You might next time, because they know
like
you
Assassin's
know.
Creed.
So, yeah.
I could see Ryan dressed up with the hood up, yeah.
Just blending in with the crowd.
Yep.
Unfortunately, it was as we feared, because Ryan and I said, oh, wouldn't it be stupid if it was just like a Neon Tech-themed rave or something? Like,
It looked like a 90s
it was
rave, yeah.
exactly that.
That's what they do with all the Neon Techs. They just have a rave at Hot Toys.
Literally, they love Neon Tech so much that they dedicated a whole party to it. Like, every display had neon lights around it. Ryan, why am I even talking? I wasn't even there. Ryan, tell us about the Neon Tech rave that you went to.
Well, first of all, when you walk in, pitch black, and then along all the displays and where they sell like the cosplays and stuff, there's like strips of like neon red, orange, whatever. And they actually had a DJ there as well, and he wasn't bad. Actually.
See, I don't.
Wasn't
think
he playing
doing,
Avengers music?
Well, if we record the "I'm Your Pusher" lyrics, we redo Ice-T, and they could spin that wax there for us. Come on, man.
There you go.
I think only 3 of us have actually heard the track though.
It's okay.
I
we'll
probably have.
It's a great track. It's a great track.
I don't remember. Maybe I have.
Thank God for
Justin.
I'm
just
wait. Hang on.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get you the music video and put it in the.
Okay.
It's got a great funny opening too.
Yeah, it does.
I need
that.
Nice.
Is that what?
That's what they gave out. Yeah.
Wow.
That's very ravish.
So
Yeah.
they are really, really, really hype about neon.
That's what I was gonna say. It sells that well over there.
Apparently.
I think Hot Toys. I think Howard just likes it. I think he just likes neon tech.
That could
That's
be
for his own collection. Have a party.
And then what else happened,
amazing.
Ryan?
Oh yeah, that was pretty awesome.
Nice, Ryan. Looking fly though.
Yep, there's our boy
just
Ryan
finished work
alongside
that day,
Howard
actually.
Chan.
Is
I've
that your
never seen-
Captain America shield backpack?
I know. Those leather straps.
I feel like every picture that I've ever seen of Howard Chan, it's that exact same expression too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's just
absolutely.
his face. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't move. It's sculpted.
Yeah, he's fully sculpted.
He's fully sculpted. Yeah. Hopefully it's
Good head
sculpted hair
sculpt,
too.
though.
Oh yeah, great.
Did Yuli sculpt that?
Very lifelike.
Yeah, very perfect. But yeah, he said that he watches my channel sometimes. I don't think he watches all my videos. He's seen some of my videos. He told Ryan. What else did he say, Ryan? He said you asked him something.
He said he remembers us from 2 years ago at ACG.
Oh yes, he let us into the booth early.
And you're welcome to all events now.
No, that's the thing. I think that he doesn't know that the rest of the company doesn't allow us access to press events. I think he's just like anything below him, like when it comes to managerial stuff. I don't think he much cares. He's like, okay, you sort it. I'll just handle all the creative stuff, all the fun stuff. I own the company. Yeah. I don't want to know about any of that BS. I just want to come along to my own rave.
The fun stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Which is commendable, but also like if he didn't let us into ACGHK last time, we wouldn't have been able to get in until like the public were in, which means we would never have been able to get the pictures or content that we did because it would have been packed. Mm-hmm. So hopefully we can say next day we'll flash that picture and we'll be like, hey look, Hot Toys Stormtroopers, let us in.
Let us in.
Because we know your boy.
We know the man
Howard.
himself, so let us in. Come on.
Yeah, exactly.
I still subscribe to the theory that just all of the amazing unmade prototype figures are in like a display room in his house. And he just walks in there every day and just kind of
along with that
stares at them
6-scale Falcon.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Oh
yeah, the whole thing, the whole big, the full Millennium Falcon,
along with that 6-scale Chewit Imwe.
And
Baze, you mean? Baze Malbus.
No. Baze Malbus. Baze Malbus. Yeah,
right. Because I have Chewit in my cabinet.
I do too. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, and Howard didn't give it to me. So.
Yeah. Well,
no.
That's my favorite Star Wars movie of all time. It pains me that we don't have the full line.
Yeah,
we're still waiting on Baze.
Maybe one day.
Everything. So it's
Maybe we got the Tank Trooper. How many years later? And he's Rogue One branded and everything. So.
And Krennic. Yeah.
Yep. And Krennic. Yeah, absolutely. So it's possible. Dion with a super chat also says, I cancelled my endgame cap from Sideshow last week, ordered it from Toys Wonderland immediately, and it came in today. Love it. Happy with yours, Robert. Yes, Rob, the saga is finally over. Do you have your cap?
The long, dark night of not having my endgame cap is over.
You have it.
And it is a great figure.
Yes. Did he come as zombie cap by the time you got it?
No, but I got to tell you, I will be buying that figure.
Oh, yes.
I mean, come on.
Tomorrow with the first episode.
What
I'm
if,
psyched about that.
Yeah.
Ooh, actually,
that's right. That drops at midnight tonight.
Yes, it does.
It's 5
Well,
p.m.
3 for me
us in
because
Australia.
I'm on the East Coast.
Oh, 3 for you, yes.
Yeah, it'll be 3, so, yeah.
Okay, it's coming soon. I don't know. Are they going to do like one episode is one what if thing, or are they going to do like like it's going to be a continuous story between a couple of different
I
what
think
if
they're individual episodes, but
Yeah.
my guess is they might kind of loop them into like a finale somehow. I
Okay,
don't know
okay.
exactly, but it is
All right.
one episode a week that they're airing. So tomorrow is the Agent Carter.
Okay, all right, I'm down for that. I'm excited to see that.
Now they
Yep,
did say
Captain
that
Carter.
there was one episode of Spider-Man, like the Spider-Man episode. It was too dark.
Yep.
It was an episode that was too dark that they removed it. I was like, oh,
Wow.
What?
yeah.
Like
They-
rewrote it and shot
Nah,
like.
they removed it. They said basically it
Oh.
was too dark at that time. I guess it was something that was like just the narrative of the actual storyline.
Wait,
It was
is
too
that
dark.
the
zombie
zombie
one?
hunter one? Is that
I
the
don't-
one with the hot toy?
See, I don't know if it's multiple episodes of him as Zombie Hunter, but there was
Okay.
one episode
Oh.
that they're saying that they removed because it was too dark. I was like,
See, now I want to see that more than
Now I
any
want
of
to
the
see
others.
it. Yeah.
Are they going for like a kids vibe? Like,
know.
is
I
it
don't
sort of
know.
I
like
think it's
early Clone
PG
Wars?
13, isn't it?
Yeah, they did say these are canon though.
Right.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it should fit in
Okay.
with the rest of the MCU. I mean,
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
shouldn't be
yeah.
that kiddish, you know?
Hey, listen, I know one person on this panel that tomorrow will confirm that because I will be watching as he will be on the show with John Campia, so I can't wait to hear.
There you go.
Who's that?
Who's
No,
that?
yeah,
Ryan,
I
of
told her.
course.
Ryan, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be Ryan, of course.
Definitely.
But yeah, I can't wait to see it. I'm hoping
Yeah,
it's.
yeah.
I'm hoping it's great. But
Yeah, yeah,
we
yeah.
will see in multiple hours, and I don't know. Maybe we'll discuss it on the next stream tomorrow at 5 a.m. Rob, maybe. Just maybe.
That's right. We can discuss it on. That's right. Yeah, yeah. Well, that'll be
Yes,
after John
we
Campia.
definitely can. Yes. Latoya with a $5 super chat saying one time for the hip hop reference. Thank you, Latoya, for supporting the channel. And yes, the hip hop reference.
She just
Lael,
took the money
thank-
out of Lael's Hot Toys fund.
Hot Toys Fund.
There you
Yeah.
go. Don't sweat the technique. How about that?
Exactly.
Don't sweat the technique.
There you go.
I mean, I
Rakim.
miss
Hey.
my Rakim, man. Come
Eric
on.
B. and Rakim.
Eric B.
You already
and
know.
Rakim, yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Hey. Peter
Painful.
Pacheco, who's a channel member. My favorite die-cast plastic crack dealers. Yes, it's us. What is the highest price you would pay for a Dark Knight Joker DX11? My local shop has it. Avengers Assemble. Or,
Hey.
sorry, in this instance, Enablers Assemble.
Give that question to Will. I'm interested to find out what he's going to say.
Okay. Will, you're
I'd
the
say
number one Heath Ledger
$0.
fan that I know.
$0. I'm the biggest Heath Ledger fan. You know why? Because I'm pretty confident they're gonna make another version of this.
I think so
like,
too.
Same
So
here.
like my thing is I don't go crazy spending and going like we try to say as collectors like don't go backwards too much, especially with Heath Ledger. Like there's so much Heath Ledger merch coming out right now. Hot Toys wants
Yeah.
their hand in that. They're gonna dip their hand into that. So
Yeah.
people, I mean, with the rumor, it was supposed to be DX20 for a long time. That didn't happen.
Apparently,
maybe
yeah.
DX25 or something. But like, there's going to be another one. They're not
Well,
done
you
with
also
the
have
Dark
the
Knight
J
line.
and D coming to hold you.
I have
over,
J&D
too.
and Queen Studios. So, and I have Heath Ledger right up there. Actually, Queen Studios right up there. So,
Yeah, same.
It's
Like I
incredible.
have the Hot Toys quarter scale, and then I have a couple of the third part, like the Daft Toys kits
Right.
for like the
Yep.
bank robber Joker, and then the other one. So like,
Yeah, me too,
I'm
yeah.
good waiting
And
on it. I don't need to spend.
Well, even
money
if you don't
on it
have
right
Heath
now.
Ledger, I just feel like going backwards, paying crazy prices when the new one's inevitably going to be better. Like,
Yeah.
just wait.
And
That's my opinion.
taller as well, because the new Batman is taller, so they have to make the new Heath Ledger. Because back when they made DX11, they were on
scales
a
were up,
smaller
yeah.
scale true type body, which
Yeah.
now he'll look weird if you get the new Batman and put him alongside this old version of Joker. He'll look a bit weird.
Yeah, not that it's not
so
a great
I'd
figure.
say-
It's just they're going to make another one.
Oh no, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
But it's not perfect either. Like the
Right.
coat is widely regarded as a bathrobe. Like it's very thick and very plush, which it doesn't really drape as nicely. So yeah, maybe just hold out like Wilson.
Is the DX11 the first Heath Ledger DX Joker?
the
It's
last
the second one. It's the one that comes with a chair, right?
the chair and the yeah. The one that comes with the chair. Yes, it does.
See, because I have the
the
first
chair.
version. I didn't get that version of.
Here is
I
the
got the
chair,
first
actually.
DX. Yeah.
that we are
Nice.
speaking of.
That's a nice looking
Yes,
chair.
it does.
It is. I should have gotten that and didn't. By the way, still no word on my Thanos throne. Toys Wonderland.
Really?
No, what's going on?
It's
What
been
is
it's month 15.
Come on
I
now.
ordered that chair when I first paid off my Millennium Falcon cockpit, and that's on the way.
Yeah.
So it's been 15 months.
It's been 84 years.
yeah,
So
it has been.
long. Where is Rob's throne? Hopefully soon. Hopefully soon.
Well, because now that the Thanos, I want my Thanos triptych where I can have, one of them sitting there as the thinker. The other one, I want sad Thanos with that sad face holding up and then I want to have warrior Thanos,
Yeah,
I've got the whole plan in my mind.
I can't wait to see that display in your module case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You better film that setup because I haven't seen enough of your collection. I have seen your collection tour like from years ago, but when that module case comes in, I want to see that brand.
Oh yeah, no, I'm going to be doing all kinds of that. Yeah, because I've got lots of weird rando figures that I've collected over there. I think
like the Rocketeer that I sent you. Are you going to order that?
Oh, dude, pre-ordered. Are you kidding?
Already done.
That black box toy, that black box Rocketeer, just for the light up rocket blast.
I know how cool is that.
It's cool.
You've got your module case coming in soon.
Well, I've got 3 module cases, but there's 6 more, the DX60s, and they've been delayed through Sideshow.
You ordered it through Sideshow, not direct through module case.
Yeah, and I've got 3 module cases that as a matter of fact, I just bought some extra spotlights for them, so I'm putting up more.
Nice.
But I haven't even put anything in them.
Yeah, people have told me that if you buy direct through Sideshow, they don't come with the lights included.
Oh no, they do.
Okay.
Do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to. They come with the spotlights, not the LED
not
strips.
the LED. Yeah.
Oh yes, I'm all about the strip lights. To me,
yeah. See, I like though because I found the extra lights, and the way they come is you can plug an extra one in there. So I have them down like this, and then one in the middle. It looks really cool.
Okay.
I was going to ask actually, Brendan, because I also have them coming with the strips. Yeah. I was going to ask if they're any good because I don't really want to have to go and add more. Like my custom tablets I did now. Yeah,
I'm anal about light. Okay, I own my own video business. Like I am very very particular about light. And in Detolfs, I've had every manner of light that you can find and use in a Detolf. And for the quality and the color accuracy, I have not seen any display type lighting for collections better than the strip lights that come with the module case. And I have them side by side with like my older like Detolfs until my next round of module case comes in a couple weeks, and the light on that just looks like doo-doo stew. In comparison, it's nothing.
Well, you can tell the case behind you, that's right behind you. The one,
beautiful.
It looks great. The light that's in there.
Yeah, it's just they're so nice. They're diffused really really well.
Yeah.
So you get nice even soft light. That's why I didn't want the spotlights, just because I didn't want it to be too harsh in one direction and then and cast shadows on a figure to the left or behind them. This is just beautifully smooth and even. Nice. So yeah, to be honest, like I would just buy the lights from module case. To have some backups. Like even I got like a couple extra, just to have as backups too if I want to use them for anything else or if one dies on me, they haven't. But yeah, I mean, next to none when it comes to the lights in the module case. I absolutely love them.
Okay, perfect. That's good because I didn't want to have to add my own lights in. Adding in wiring to different
Did you get
transformers.
The black
ones? Yeah, I got the black ones, and I got the. I think they call it neutral white lights. I didn't want to go warm and I didn't want to go cool. I went for just neutral, I think.
So you don't want the warm ones because that really does change especially on like skin tones of the figures.
Yes, of course.
You want the more neutral, nice, cool white light. The one thing I will tell you is, because I'm sure you're probably going to have risers and stuff for for your figures. What I ended up doing. I'm not a huge fan of the acrylic kind of look of, actually seeing like the acrylic plastic kind of risers. And
you cover them with
what I did, I went to Home Depot, so just get like whatever kind of store is near you, and I got some pre-cut lumber that, were like about this long, like about this long. And then I bought for like $20 this like velvet or felt, whatever, kind of rolled black felt that is like used to line jewelry store like drawers and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's got an adhesive on the back, and I just made my own risers, and it literally looks like it came with the module case because it matches the bottom of the module case perfectly. So you don't see them. They're not like really visible to you. It's just pure black. And it just like blends perfectly into the surface. So then you can have them on those risers. And total, like between the lumber and then buying that, I spent about $35. And I was able to make risers for this whole thing behind me. And it just looks amazing. So definitely take a look at something like that. You can do some really, really nice display stuff with those.
Okay, perfect. I will definitely be investigating that. But we do have some Clone Wars animated figures to talk about. Rob knows I've been talking about these Clone Wars animated figures like every stream since they were first shown. And finally, we can pre-order them. So of course, no need to ask, I've already pre-ordered them. They are absolutely coming whenever they eventually come out. But we will go through the chat here and the panel here just to see what each person thinks. And we're starting with Will. Will, I already know...
So you lead with me on this one.
Yeah, well, we'll lead with you, and then we'll see how it goes. What do you think of these animated Clone Wars figures?
I think they look great, Justin. But you know my take on this one. And this is going to be... We'll see how the chat handles this one. Because, you guys know I always keep it real. Keep it 100 in here. Like, I think this looks really great, right? This looks like something in Sideshow's wheelhouse. Like you said, Justin, last night. Like, the paint is very flat compared to like a normal face sculpt, right? Compared to like a Hot Toys. And that's fine. That's kind of in Sideshow's wheelhouse. They're really good at that. They're not really as good with the realistic paint sculpts or head sculpts. So with this, I think this is perfect for them. And this is a really good looking figure. I think it looks really good. But in my opinion, the only problem I really have with it is very limited in terms of accessories. But again, I understand most of us don't use a ton of the accessories anyway. Like you said, Justin, also the base, very simplistic. Like Sideshow could really step up their base game. I mean, a lot of times with these figures, like a lot of people like yourself are going and getting custom bases. You're adding another 15 to 20, maybe more dollars to your charge, right? So, and my main problem with this figure, and both of them really, is they look good. I think Anakin is actually a lot better than Obi-Wan myself. I think Obi-Wan's solid. Anakin's really good, I think. But I don't think the price is realistic for what Sideshow pieces are. I think this is probably like $30, $40 too high, in my opinion, just because based on what Sideshow has produced thus far and the quality of their bodies and, just in comparison, even their outfits. I mean, they're solid, they're good, but I think they're on the level of more so like a 3-0 piece, which is 3-0 prices their figures
I agree.
very reasonably, right? And I know, Justin, you differ on this one. Like, price is not as much of a factor to you. But, like, to me, it's really important. It's a big part of my purchasing decision. So, like, for me, if you're going to charge Hot Toys prices, you have to be Hot Toys quality. And, like, Hot Toys is $5 more. You get a lot more. It's a much better figure, in my opinion. And you have the Hot Toys brand, which you can trust a lot better, in my opinion. Like, Sideshow bodies tend to, like, really fall apart, from what I've heard. So they're not quite as durable and as much longevity. So for me, these look good. They're nice pieces. I'm just a little, deterred with the price a little bit. I just feel like I'm not going to get them because you guys know I don't love Clone Wars that much. I'm not really the Clone Wars guy of the group. I tried watching most of season 1. I got to get past season 1, I know, but season 1 it feels very much like a kid show, and I can't get through it. It's just not grabbing me.
I'll send you that list of like the 20 episodes to watch, and literally just watch those 20 episodes because the rest of it is just. Yeah, I don't know if you'll be a fan, but it's story that I feel you need to see because there are some actual good parts. All the rest of it, like you're absolutely right. That first season was a slog. I was sitting there. I watched it on the plane to where the heck were we going, to Japan? I think I downloaded the whole first season, and I'm just like, oh my god. What is
it? Probably could have been like a 3-season show. There was a lot of filler episodes.
Well, like, it's funny. You guys are exactly right. I've watched so many YouTube clips of later seasons, like Ahsoka and Maul. Like, it's great. It's incredible. And I'm this is what I wanted.
Scene?
Yeah, like, this is what I wanted. But the first season, I want to watch it, in a linear fashion, and I'm struggling. But, I haven't really picked it up again. But nonetheless, these figures look great. I'm just saying, overall, I just feel like Sideshow really kind of raised the bar on the price a little bit without necessarily proving themselves in terms of Hot Toys quality yet. But that's all I'll say about it. I'm happy for you guys that are getting it. It's not for me, but I think it looks like a good figure. It's just, in my opinion, a little overpriced.
Okay. Lael, where do you sit on these?
Well, Okay, so being a Star Wars super fan, I kind of, I learned how to basically separate realism from animated. So when we're getting Hot Toys quality, I know how not to really compare the two. So that's always the best possible approach for me. Now, with these particular figures, I think that, it was smart for Sideshow to do this because they're tackling an IP that I don't think Hot Toys will ever tap into. Now they had a chance, especially considering the simple fact that we got into the Spider-Verse figures, so it was a chance that possibly see if that would be something that they could do. It was smart for Sideshow to jump on something like this because it is a popular. I mean, it's subjective, depending, but for me, I loved the Clone Wars show. It is a slow build, from the very beginning in a couple episodes. But once you get into the meat and potatoes, you start to understand the narrative and how it connects to even like the prequel films. But with this, with these figures, I love it because of the simple fact that they are, tapping into it. And this gives me hope. It gives me hope for other figures that they could possibly release that, Hot Toys decided not to really tap into or touch. I mean, I think, and as far as price, I will agree, it's high. But I'm going to say that I can tolerate it because of the IP and because of the simple fact that they are tapping into something that, Hot Toys hasn't touched. So I give it a pass there. The figures look great. The body is up for debate until we actually get it in hand. So I'm not gonna really say too much there. We'll wait and see how that actually pans out. But hopefully, like I said, it gives me hope that we'll hopefully see that Ahsoka that they teased. Hopefully, if they give us a Count Dooku, if they actually give us the Emperor, if they actually
Cad
give us
Bane,
if they give us Mace. If they actually start giving us if they start giving us those figures, then who knows where they can go. I think they were smart by testing the waters with these two figures, two popular figures in the IP, just to see how it would go and where it would actually go. I pre-ordered.
Not to mention variants of these. If they do a like they did for Wolverine, the astonishing variant, they could do Season 1 variant, same body, very similar outfit, similar head sculpt, just a little bit longer hair for Anakin, or shorter hair. I don't know. And then do the armor.
Exactly.
Could do that.
And see, the thing is, a lot of people were, they were really questioning, and because there's a lot of people that really wanted the animated Ahsoka figure. When Ahsoka got announced, there was a debate between, okay, you're releasing the Clone Wars figure, but it's not the actual Clone Wars animated version. If Sideshow decides to tap into that, it would be smart for them, and it is a sell. I pre-ordered it just because, like I said, I am admittedly a super Star Wars fan who was in the theaters in I was there. I was at the movie theater. First thing, 1977 release. I was there. So for me to basically carry that on, it is nostalgia for me. I've been following the IP for so many years, and for them to actually tap into this, I think it was smart. I think it was really smart, and I don't like to really give them too much credit, but they were smart for doing something like this. I think that they were smart for really tapping into that. And I mean, if you look at the figure, look at the quality of the actual robe. It looks like the material looks great. It was nicely tailored. If you look at them, and they do. And it's accurate to the show. Like, they are accurate to the actual show. So, and like I said, they teased that Ahsoka. So hopefully we get that figure as well. I will get it. Most definitely.
Crossed.
Fingers crossed. If they do, I will actually get it. But yeah, I'm happy for it. But I am with Will. I do think that it is slightly overpriced and then it is the lack of the accessories that we would actually get with this figure. I even think that this. These figures are even more expensive than the Ahsoka that Hot Toys released. Am I correct?
This is the tease that Lael was talking about with the Ahsoka, by the way. So they did show this. I think this is nothing. I don't think this is a figure.
It's just the hologram.
Because a lot of people were saying, "Oh, that's the Ahsoka prototype," and then they've just made it look like a hologram. I mean, if you look how thin the arms, like this would be number one, another all new body for them to do.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a big investment, and I don't know if they could pull off like what would need to be going on here with the what do they call those? The Montrals, I think they call them, or the Leku. I don't know. They call them something. Those pieces that come down along the front, the big headdress thing. They need to be a little bit rubbery. I don't know. It's a very complicated type of figure for them to make. So I don't know if an Ahsoka is in the cards for a while. They need to collab with someone, I think.
They possibly need to do, because the body type, you can tell. I mean,
it's so unique and thin.
And the thing is,
spindly.
it's like, with them, especially with Sideshow and their female figures. I mean, they're just now tapping into like the seamless body as we've seen with Wonder Woman,
with Fison,
with Fison body. So like I said, I mean, I don't know. Well, I think down the road we could possibly see it, but if you give us, now again, we talked about that General Grievous last night. I still have it on pre-order, and
Me too.
I haven't decided to kind of bail on that one yet. But again, like I say, who knows where they can actually tap into, where they can go with it. But I'm happy to see this right now, and I'm all in.
Nice. Ryan, where are you at with animated Clone Wars figures? I know you're a huge Star Wars fan also.
Well, just like Lael was in the theater in the 1970s, I was in front of the TV when Clone Wars first came out when I was a kid. So I'm really happy that they're doing these animated figures. But I will say,
have you pre-ordered them?
I could literally go
What a response.
near Secret Base, and there's a shop taking pre-orders there. So I could, but I will say, when Hot Toys did their Rex, and I was scrolling through the photos, I was a little bit disappointed that they didn't do the animated helmet, because that's like we've only seen Rex as animation, so I thought the realistic helmet looked a little bit foreign to me. But then
at the
obviously
time,
I'm gonna buy that Rex, but I think ideally I would love like an animated look. So if Sideshow continues to do their animated line, then I think
if they do an animated clone, game over. I think so. You'd be in on clones. Would that make you retroactively go and buy these if they did clones?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, for sure.
Okay. They could use this body for clones. There's no reason why they couldn't. It's just a generic male body. They've used the same body on Anakin and Obi-Wan. They've just put ankle extenders on Obi-Wan to make on Anakin to make him a little bit taller. So yeah, I guess now that they have this body, they're perfectly set up to do Count Dooku, to do Cad Bane, Mace Windu, Clone Troopers. It opens a lot of doors for them, having invested now in making this body. I would be curious to see if the next figures in the line, because we have chatted about price a couple of times, I'm curious to see if the next figures in the line will be cheaper. But then again, I don't think they would do that. But it would definitely be cheaper to produce, because their bodies they'll already have paid off their investment on making new molds, because molds can be hundreds of thousands of dollars for one stainless steel mold that does a couple of different parts. And it might take, 2 or 3 molds to make a full 1/6 scale body, because there are a ton of moving parts here. So I wouldn't be surprised if these are high because the cost of development was high. But then again, when the cost of development goes down on subsequent figures, will the price go down? Because as you saw, it's pricey boy here in Australia. In the US, it's also, I don't know, I feel really bad saying that it's not pricey in the US, but like it's $380 here. So... it's so much more here. I don't know. I feel jealous of those paying $250. If I could get this for $250, anything with a 2 down here in Australia is like a steal. That's a bargain. So I don't know. Brendan, what do you think of these figures? Australian life is hard. Everything is so expensive down here. Honestly,
I feel
so expensive. A die-cast Iron Man figure retail is like $900.
I pre-ordered them both.
Okay. That's it. That's all you need to say. I pre-ordered them both.
Yeah.
Done.
Here's the thing. I when they first released or revealed the prototypes, way back when, I thought they were going to be around 225. So I was a little surprised that they were 255.
But $25 or $30 is not
$30,
a big difference.
But it didn't price me out. It's like, okay, $30 more, so 60, across the two. That,
I don't know, it makes me feel icky talking about the price a little bit, to be honest.
It's a little bit more than I was expecting, but again, it doesn't bother me as much because I recognize from a business standpoint, I recognize that they saw a hole in the market where there's a lot of demand and no competition in terms of animated Clone Wars figures. So they can be a little, a little bolder and price a little bit higher because there's no 225 option. It's this or nothing, or you just go with whatever the photorealistic Hot Toys products are. So, and this is also going to be out, assuming they stick to it, January to March. So,
yeah, when is the release?
It's January to March. Okay. Yeah. So I recognize that, yes, it is a little bit higher than I was anticipating. No, it didn't change my mind about buying it. They don't have a great track record with their bodies and durability and stuff, but they also recognize that there's no competition in this market. I think that if there was, then maybe they would have gone a little bit lower because they haven't really earned that, that leeway with people when it comes to the stability of their bodies. I mean, I've said it time and time again, I love the look of my Mythos Boba Fett, but I'm afraid that if I look at him too hard, that he might just flop right over.
Yep.
My Mythos Fett is so wobbly at
it's
the
horrible,
hips.
yeah.
But then
it's
again,
one of those
these
ones,
are the... Sorry, what were you going to say, Brendan?
I literally got Mythos Fett, I posed him, and it was such a pain, I have not touched him since. And it's one of those figures, and I'm anticipating that maybe with the new bodies, we'll see if they've upped their game or if it's the same thing.
I think the first few will be okay.
Yeah, I've seen poses with these prototype, pictures and stuff that I'm like, I could live with it just being in that pose if the body is problematic. So again, that's why the 255 didn't price me out of it. But I understand, if people are on the fence about that or they think it's a little bit too high based on, it doesn't come with a lot of accessories and but yeah, it just wasn't that big of a deal for me, and I'm just hoping that this leads to us actually getting a Mace Windu, a Savage Press, a Ventress,
Darth Maul.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I have the Mythos statues of Ventress and Maul, and I absolutely love those, but I want those in 6 scale, and I want the those animated clones. So if this is the door to getting us to that, I'm okay with it.
Big time. Okay, cool. Rob, I know we've chatted about this a lot. Are these a yay or a nay?
Well, I have to say that I was a big fan of when Sideshow, before Hot Toys got the license, I bought a lot of the Sideshow 6-scale Star Wars figures. And I liked the fact that they were doing the Clone Wars line as realistic figures. They weren't doing them in anime fashion. And I have a lot of those figures, including Ventress and a bunch of other. And I really like them. Now, I haven't decided, to be honest, if I'm going to buy these two figures, but I like the fact that they're putting 2 of them out because if nothing else, if they never supported the line any further than these 2 figures, the fact that you can get the 2 of them together is kind of cool. Like that works as a display piece just to have them together.
Exactly.
I look at what Hot Toys is doing, like with the Anakin and the Stap. And that kind of stuff does still interest me a lot more than animation style. I mean, I really like having the realistic. I still go for that realistic look, but there's something about having these 2 figures that I like. I just like them. I mean, there's something about, I like the way they look. I like the tailoring.
They're very aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah, as if you go in for there's a lot of people that don't like the Clone Wars animation style, and that's that right then is a no-go for a lot of people. But I think just as a pop culture artifact, having these 2 standing together is kind of badass. But it's just not. It's not my first inclination of what because I mean I still in my Star Wars display I've still got Kenner. I guess it was Hasbro 12-inch figures, like from Phantom Menace, like Chancellor Valorum.
Yeah,
I still like, and the Amidala with the deluxe version with the headpiece, the red dress, and all that. I have those figures. I like them. I mean, are they as good as? No, they're not. But she's got the kabuki, but the outfit's awesome. So in a display case, yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel you. I'm. There's no point me talking about it because I already pre-ordered them. I had to have them. They're just so unique. And I don't know, maybe I'm getting bored with just seeing standard stuff, but whenever I see something that's like out there and unique now, I'm like, oh, actually, that's a little bit different. I like that. I'm with you, Will. I'm not a huge Clone Wars fan. Like, I enjoyed Season 7 a lot. Not the first half. The last 4 episodes of Season 7 were amazing, like proper Star Wars. Bad Batch, I really don't like, to be totally honest with you. I just cannot get into it. There are some really good episodes, but most of it's just I just don't like it, especially Wrecker. I really do not like Wrecker. But these, I think, like you said, Rob, are aesthetically pleasing enough if you like the animation style. And if you're happy with... I think these are perfect for someone who's not a true collector, like in the realm of picking up 400 or 200 plus figures and having a full display like some of us do. I think these are perfect for a massive Star Wars fan who loves the animation style. It might be a very niche market to go after that specific type of collector, but I think we'll see if it works. We'll see if it works. When these come out, if people just do a display with just Anakin and Obi-Wan for now, but room to grow. We'll see.
To be honest, I think the animated What If series, even though it's not Star Wars, I've gotten so kind of psyched about that coming out, and then some of the figures that Hot Toys has previewed from that I think it made me more open to animated style in my collection. And then I think back of it too. I mean, I also have the Spider-Gwen and the Miles from Into the Spider-Verse pre-ordered. So I think if you're willing to go in that route and have, a section of your display, your collection that is in that animated realm, then these and the What Ifs and the Into the Spider-Verse, that can kind of make a cool, section of the display that's slightly different than the photorealistic Hot Toys versions. So I don't know, maybe that kind of primed me a little bit more to be more open to these too.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, I think for me, it's aesthetically looking at it and how great it looks from a photo aspect and being able to basically take photos with these figures. I mean, like I said, everybody, I don't like museum poses. I can't, not one of my figures. I just can't. The thing is, if I pay that much money, I'm going to push the limits, and so I can't push it any further. So with me, I just like posing. I like taking the photos. I like creating a scene. I like just reimagining certain things. And on top of that, like I said, for me, it's just having a bit of variety. I'm a diehard Hot Toys fan with them day one. They can do no wrong when it comes to those particular figures. I just think that with these, it's an open opportunity to get the figures that we haven't gotten that it doesn't seem like Hot Toys will ever touch. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man, give me a Mace. I've been asking for Mace for the long. Just give me Mace and I'm fine.
Mace Windu, please.
Yeah, just give us a Mace. But again, like I just think that it's different. It's different. It's something different that I can actually have, away from all the other figures. And I have just like the statues, just like third-party figures that I actually get. It's variety, having a variety of different things in my collection I can look at and marvel over, just to say, wow, like that's nostalgic for me. So.
Yeah, it brings you back to when I look at the Clone Wars figures, I just remember the great episodes that I watched. I don't necessarily focus on the bad stuff because I don't know. I also get some hate, like when I was first talking about Bad Batch, like before everyone started to turn on Bad Batch. Like I even think Jedha Patrol now, he calls it the boring batch or something. But before everyone else started to turn on it, I was like, I don't like where this is going. And they're like, no, stick with it. It's going to get good. It's going to get good. And I'm like, is it? I don't know. And then, it really hasn't yet.
A lot of people were just treading on the goodwill that Dave Filoni has earned from Star Wars fans in other respects. And
I think there was a 5-episode season, and it was just the meat. None of the potatoes, just the meat. And, like, the last episodes worked so well because they didn't use that weird, cartoony music that they always used. They used original trilogy score. Like, I think it was redone for Clone Wars, but it sounded like Star Wars, which is... Why did you not do that for all of the rest of it? What is this weird, like, funny Cartoon Network vibe that you've got going on, where you're actually telling a pretty dark story? What's happening to all the clones when the Empire comes in? They're, you know... coming into various planets and putting barcodes on people. Like, this is, like, pretty serious stuff, and they're, like, having fun with it. You know, it's like, haha, this is Wrecker.
We've learned that Dave Filoni is human. He's not going to hit a home run every time, and that's okay.
Yeah, no, I get it. But I'm just saying they knew what they were doing with Clone Wars Season 7.
Yeah,
they hit it completely out of the park with those last 4 episodes. They got the tone right. They got the score right. Everything was done really well. And then, okay, we're ramping up to Bad Batch, and then it's like, what? Oh, okay. But I know people do enjoy Bad Batch, so I don't mean to trash it. But I'm just saying, for me, I think that they could have slimmed it down a bit, made it a nice, short, concise season, 5-6 episodes, just because there is some good stuff in there.
And the character designs are great.
Yeah.
Character designs are awesome. They do take their helmets off a lot now, though. Like, that was never much of a thing. Like, clones, whenever they were going into battle, helmets go on. But now they're just like, no. Like, we can tell who you are. You've got a very unique suit of armor. There's no need for you to not wear your helmet. You're about to get shot in the face, so put it on. So, like,
I think it's more so important to the storytelling, and just for us to basically follow the journey of these individual characters. I mean, the thing is, because it's more like if you wore the... I mean, this isn't Mando, so we want to basically separate that from Mando, but at the same time, it's just the narrative, the story between these particular characters dealing with, the what is her name? Omega? What is her name?
Omega, yeah.
Yeah, Omega.
So
if you're from
Omega
down these parts.
Yeah, but I think it's just we're because the way I look at it is that we're basically following the story through their eyes, through the emotions that we actually get from these particular characters. So I understand from that standpoint where they're going with it. Yes, I do understand, like, the helmets are taken off, but this is the Bad Batch. They are completely, as we found out in the last episode, they were even, created separately. That
episode, by the way, was really good.
Exactly. And we have a part 2 to that. Yeah.
We do have a part 2. What I want to do is sit down and rewatch only the episodes that add to the overall... Because the overall story is what happens to the clones when the Empire comes in. And that I find really interesting and really compelling. So I think I want to sit down and just watch... Because I think there's like 4 episodes, or maybe 5... episodes that actually speak to the overall narrative. Everything else is kind of like a side mission. Treat it like a video game. Everything else is a side mission. I think I might just sit down, and maybe I'll have a better time if I sit down and just watch the main quest, if you will.
If you just basically watch that, because I think that we're sticking to them, just trying to make money and just keep themselves. Well, I mean, that's fine. But like I said, and I think that, this could put it this way. When we first explored Clone Wars, it was a slow build. Just like this is basically a slow build.
This is very similar to those early seasons of Clone Wars.
And the way I feel about it is, look, at this time, I'm giving Dave Filoni a pass. You know why? Because basically he gave us The Mandalorian, one of the greatest shows on TV right now. And on top of that, I think there's an opportunity for him, hopefully, to kind of not course correct, but just get us over the hump of those sequels that we get that, I'm sorry, JJ, you know what I mean? It is what it is.
I'm the sequel fan in this
Okay. I'm a sequel fan too, Will. I'm a sequel fan too. I think
thank God for Justin. I've been alone for so long, Justin, on an island.
No, I'm with you.
Thank God we're a two-man island now.
Yeah, I think Jon Favreau may have kept more of Dave Filoni's more wild ideas in check. I think it was more Jon Favreau's show, and Dave Filoni was there as well. They were a collab, but as far as I'm aware from all the behind-the-scenes stuff, I think it was a very Jon Favreau-led production.
Justin,
I could be wrong.
Have you watched? Listen, all you need to watch, even if you don't watch the show, you just listen to Dave Filoni break down.
Oh yeah, that breakdown was beautiful. He made me see the prequels in a completely different way. That breakdown that he did in the Disney Gallery, that was so good. But I think
the
that
Duel of Fates becomes the most important thing in all of Star Wars.
Literally.
And people
and
didn't
the relationship between Anakin and Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon and how that... I didn't even see it that way, but he completely changed my mind on how I saw the whole thing. Yeah. But I think he is so much... He's so in on Star Wars that he just wants to go, I think, maybe a little bit too far, and then Jon Favreau maybe pulls him back. Say, okay, we know what you want to do, but you know, we'll bring it back a little bit. I think there were a couple of actors who were saying that they were on set with Dave Filoni, and they were like geeking out. I think it was Rosario Dawson. They were like geeking out, and Jon Favreau came in and was like, okay, guys, come on now, we gotta get back to what we're doing. Let's bring it back. So I think that maybe now that he's got Bad Batch, he's like, I'm just going to do everything I wanted to do. And I think it might have gone a little bit too far. But anyway, I don't want to bash Bad Batch. I still like some certain parts of it.
There are good elements of it. I think we're riding the high of the 7th season of Clone Wars and 2 seasons of Mando that got us at this like peak. And you can't like, when there are peaks, there have to be valleys at some point, you know? And I think we're dealing with that.
Wait, I got to make it show accurate. Hold on.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. That's how he does most of the time. He just has it.
I haven't even watched Bad Batch because Clone Wars hasn't grabbed me.
How it stays on his head, I don't know. How it stays on his head, I don't know. But anyway, we do have a couple more super chats before we get on to our quiz. I'm very excited for our quiz. Eric Gant with a $4.99. Thank you so much. I'm Your Pusher is good, but the real OGs are all about Curtis Mayfield's Pusherman from the Superfly soundtrack. What?
You are very right, my friend. Music. Right there.
Yes, you are.
You are not incorrect.
You are not incorrect at all.
Oh, well, if the panel agrees, then the panel agrees. I haven't heard it, so I need to.
Everybody should be listening to that.
Okay. We've got Andres Parinas. Hi guys, what do you think about the Speeder Bike plus Scout Trooper set from Hot Toys? Greeting from Chile. First of all, thank you for the super chat. Second of all, I personally love that Speeder Bike and Scout Trooper set. Out of all of us here, we'll go along the top and then along the bottom. Will and Lael, do you have Scout Trooper Speeder Bike? I know Lael's one is coming in. Will, Scout Trooper Speeder Bike, yay, nay?
Not for me, but I do recognize it looks great. It does look great, and it's a really cool figure. I tend mostly to go with figures that I have like an emotional connection to, and Scout Trooper is just not one of them. So I mean, you know,
generic Scout Trooper, not one of them.
Just no, like, yeah, exactly. There's no overly fond connection to a Scout Trooper, but I recognize the artistic quality in that piece. Like the bike is incredible, the Scout Trooper in general is great. It's just it's not for me, but it's one of those pieces where like I can look at it and be like, just because it's not for me doesn't mean it's not for everyone else. Like it's an incredible piece, and you know it. No doubt about it. I mean, and I love when Hot Toys does vehicles. So, I mean, like, I like seeing them do other things besides just, you know, like actual characters.
So,
okay.
So I have to be really careful about what I'm about to say because my fiance's in the chat. So check it out. So listen.
You didn't pre-order it? No.
You already done it. Don't even sugarcoat Lael. Just throw it out there. You already done.
It is not my fault, Latoya. Do not listen to him.
So listen, we had this, but no, we had this discussion over the weekend. So we talked about it. So what I did was I actually got my invoice, today, basically.
Allegedly.
From Underground Toys about the first one. Now, originally, I was kind of...
the first one!
The first one.
Okay.
So, the invoice for the first one came today, and the invoice for the second one to be here September 10th. And that's only because, listen, it's all about scenes. I'm trying to recreate the scene. So, that's basically what I'm
tell
doing.
Her, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
See, Rob, is what he does.
Exactly, bro. It works every time. It works every time. Every time.
Smooth.
Hey, but you know, hey, check it out though. I get points. I get points today.
Reward points?
I was gonna say reward points.
Yeah.
Speaking,
you get reward points, all right.
Now you know what? It's kind of hypocritical for me because you know what? I was talking about the price of the Clone Wars figures. Mind you, through Hot Toys, I did use some points. So for me, both figures together will only be, I'd say about $315 shipped.
Okay.
Both of them. So I did use some points for that, so I'm pretty good there. But at the same time, like I said, with this, it is something I've been waiting for. It's been a long time coming. I mean, you reviewed it months ago. You know, Ryan's reviewed it months ago. So like I said, I've been waiting for this.
That was a pain in the ass to film, by the way, because it is huge.
Yeah.
It is so difficult.
Yeah. So once I get it in, I mean, I'm going to actually review it. But I think what I'm... Oh, Dad, you see what she did? She put that emoji there. But anyway, what I'm going to do... I'm gonna actually wait until I get the second one to actually review it, because I want to review them together.
Okay.
So I want to just kind of recreate that scene just to see if I can do it. So yeah, but I will have it, and I'll let people know how it feels at the end.
You guys should start a sketch show, Action Figure Fiance, and you'll do things where you gotta like, see, baby, there's and lay out a scenario.
Yep.
And she's gonna respond to you. And what would be funny, it'd be like one of those comics where the one character doesn't move, is always the same expression like this the whole time, and you're gonna be standing there explaining something. You know,
Hey, Rob, if you produce it, we can do it all day.
I will produce it, and maybe we could even do like crossovers.
Oh yes,
like we'll do different approaches. You're in Philadelphia, right?
Yeah, close to Philadelphia.
Is the city of brotherly love? Is it true for Action Figure Fiance as well? Are you going to get the same kind of? I don't know.
We'll see.
Here I'm in Pasadena. I'm telling you, because man, I've used every line in the book when it comes to no, baby. It's all good.
You know what I mean?
It's not going to be. We'll go on a vacation. Sure.
You know what I mean? But you know what?
Yeah, to Hong Kong when we film our Hot Toys documentary.
That's right.
Hey, Rob, you know what I do, though? When she's looking something up, I encourage her to buy it. I'm like, you know what? Go ahead and get it.
Yeah.
Go ahead and get it. I think you would love it. Because at the end of the day, once she gets it, no excuses when I want something.
Does she like
she's in the chat, right?
Or
you know she can hear you.
She's in the chat, but she understands and she already knows this is what we do, because she does the same thing to me.
That's good. All right.
Okay.
It's true.
Okay. It's good. What about you, Ryan? Did you get the Scout Trooper? Did you get it?
No.
Scout?
But
Trooper? No.
Coincidentally, I was looking at it last night. Just the standard Scout Trooper, because I don't have space for the bike.
Okay. I think. Look, I don't want to be that guy, but I think you owe it to your Mando display to maybe get it. You know,
it's too late, Justin.
Saying.
You're already that guy.
You are that guy.
It's too late. You're no return.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. I'll take it. I'll wear it. But yeah, luckily Ryan, for those who don't know in the chat who've just joined in, because we have 300 people watching, by the way, huge turnout. Thank you everyone for checking in. Ryan's in Hong Kong, so Ryan has access to the figure market of the gods. He can literally walk to any store at any random time at night. Literally, we were in Hong Kong together, we were at the hotel, and if we wanted to go figure shopping at 9 p.m. at night, totally fine. You can do that. You can walk out of the hotel down to one of the arcades, and you can do figure shopping at whatever time at night that it happens to be. Wow. Which is insane. And luckily Ryan, if he wants to, can go and get a Scout Trooper from some random little dinky little store in Hong Kong.
It sounds like a great way to zero out your bank account.
Oh, big time. But
like
then again, in Hong Kong, it's not as pricey.
That's true.
And the cost of living is relatively low also in Hong Kong. So Ryan's got it pretty good.
It's like you're trying to get him to get off the stream right now and go buy one like this
just
minute.
Ryan, just take us with you. Take the phone with you and go. No, it's actually too early. The shops are not open there. That's the only drawback, is that if you arrive off a flight at 10 a.m. in Hong Kong, you will find nothing open. Nothing to eat. I arrived at 10 a.m., went to the hotel. I wanted to get breakfast. No. You're SOL. You do not get to eat until at least midday to 1 to 2 p.m. That's when everything starts opening. And I'm like, what the heck is going on?
Does that mean you can stay up all night and party and like go to bed at what, 6 a.m.?
Mm-hmm. Party? You mean
that's
figure shopping?
That's my kind of town.
That is a party.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's a party. Yeah, of course. Yeah, when we go to Hong Kong, Rob, you will see. We'll go and do all the.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah. Well, you can just go to the Neon Tech parties at Hot Toys Base.
Yeah, the rave.
They got those like every other night.
Yeah, absolutely. We got to sneak in.
There's like DJs holding up Neon Tech Iron Man, just like fist bumping.
Well, you know, they're supposed to legalize MDMA at some point to, for help with PTSD. So I'll bring that down.
There you go.
Did anybody have a Neon Tech Iron Man in hand that they were using as a light glow stick?
I sure as hell hope so. It's not a party without it.
Yeah, no.
Nah, dude,
the only good. It's the only good Neon Tech figure. I don't even know. That's me being biased, I suppose. But I think it's the only good Neon Tech figure that they've done. I just like the tracksuit look that they've gone with.
Yeah.
Really shouldn't like it, I know, but I do. It is.
Yeah, you like what you like. It's fine. Yeah.
I love it. You gotta keep a little cloth to the side though, because literally you look at it and it's full of fingerprints and it's greasy and it's gross. So just keep it on the side over there, and I won't touch it. Rob, speeder bike, scout trooper, yay, nay,
yay,
yay. Of course.
Yeah, I've got one.
Answer is
coming.
always
my
yes.
man, my man.
Yeah, because I'll tell you one thing: the Mandalorian speeder. I like the fact that it's white.
I
look
love that.
different, and I have to say that. Because I've got the Akira motorcycle, I've got the Bat Pod, the original Bat Pod, I've got the Hot Toys Tron Legacy light cycle.
Yep.
Yes.
So I've got and I haven't built it yet, but for my Terminator 2, my DX figure,
the bike.
I bought a Harley Fat Boy Low Tamiya model kit, and it's 6 scale, and it's dope.
I've always wanted to do that, Rob. Yeah.
It's a great kit too.
So let me ask a quick question, Justin. Is it as flimsy?
No, thank God, no. Thank God, no. The way my Sideshow bike connects to the display base as well, it is I try to pick it up and the whole thing flies off. The Hot Toys one plugs in; it's super sturdy.
Okay.
I did, by the way, be careful because I did snap off the handle on my Hot Toys bike when I was putting his hand on it. I pushed it on too hard and it just snapped clean off.
I'm waiting for that one to literally fall apart like Thanos just snapped.
My
in his hand
Sideshow one has parts falling off left, right, and center. The Hot Toys one has been super sturdy except for that handle, which admittedly I was a little bit rough with it when I was putting his hand on it. Anyway, I got that piece replaced, so it's fine now. And now instead of putting his gripping hands on the handles, I used his open palm hands, and I just am resting them on there. So he's not... Because if you think about it, when you have his hands on there and then you go and try and move the body, you're putting a lot of pressure on the handles, which is just a very thin piece of plastic. So I would recommend just using open palm hands and then just sort of cupping them over the... It still looks like he's holding them, but you're not putting any stress. Other than that, they are stable, they're sturdy. So
what I'll do is, because I'm not even going to actually have them on the bike. There's going to be a conversation. I'll send you the pictures exactly when I'm done. This piece,
nice.
This one, you see how it's tipping over already?
I see it. Yep.
The top here snapped off as soon as I actually got it. This piece here snapped. I had to glue it back on, literally. So I actually, the only thing is, I took pictures with both Luke and Leia on the top, and once I was done, I just have it sit on top of the actual display. That's it. I'm not moving it anymore. I'm not touching it at all because it's just.
And then if Hot Toys actually makes their repaint, the brown version from Return of the Jedi, then I think that will make a lot of original trilogy fans very, very happy, because I know a lot of people were holding out for the classic Endor version, and they did show it. They did show it at Sideshow Con. They literally skimmed over it for like a split second, mind you, but they did show it. So I'm hoping that it becomes a thing. We do have a couple more super chats, then we'll get to our quiz. Let's just get through the super chats here. God of Thunder with a super chat says, I hope the next time Toy Fair exclusive, or the next Toy Fair exclusive, will make Korg from Ragnarok, or maybe even Eitri from Infinity War. I can see an Eitri happening at some point, maybe by a third party, but I don't think Hot Toys would do him because he's quite a big figure, let's be honest. And Korg requires an all-new rock body. That would be pretty pricey. Pretty pricey for them to develop. And I know a lot of people just say, oh, well, they should just do it anyway. I don't think it will be a Toy Fair exclusive. If anything, if he plays a big part in Love and Thunder, then maybe. Then maybe. But other than that, I don't see that as a possibility. S.Beam, who is making a figure of Rob and a figure of me, is in the chat with a $10 super chat. Thank you so much, sir. Now, this is a great panel. Been a fan of Rob and Rob for years. Pretty cool to see you all together, finally weathering Rob's leather jacket. Being too humid here to pour any plastic. It's getting there. I can't wait to see the final product of.
Now, what accessories are you guys each going to come with?
I don't know.
That's a good question.
If you could pick, what would your accessories be? If you could pick anything.
Really good question. Yeah.
I'd need some Blu-rays or a couple of 4K discs.
Yeah, you would.
know?
Yes.
I need like
you need an endgame cap.
Yeah.
He comes with Rob's figure.
I would need.
He would ship it before Sideshows would. That probably would.
Yes. It's sad, but true.
It's true.
Oh, it is. Yeah, I think. What else would you come with, Rob? You need glasses for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I need like these plastic $5 Amazon glasses. You know. Yeah.
And a pair of headphones, I think.
Yes, that would be good.
Absolutely.
Pair of headphones. The Sony monitors. Yeah.
What about you, Justin?
So
maybe a mini light box and phone on a tripod.
I would love that. Yep, I'd be down for that. And I'd take some sort of, those Hot Toys, the 1/6 scale box magnets that are like the in-scale versions. Yeah. I would just, give me one of those. I don't know what figure. Take your pick.
That'd be perfect, actually. Yeah.
One suggestion though. Give Rob a Colt 45 with Billy D on his
he's
t-shirt.
Here. He never comes in here.
Give Rob a Colt 45 with a Billy D t-shirt, and I'm all in.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that.
This is Ryan's favorite cat. We've got two cats. I don't know why he likes this one so much, but when he came over for our wedding, he created a bond with this animal, and I don't really like this one.
I was gonna say, yeah. He's like, you don't know why he likes it, and this one.
He's a bit.
I thought you're just ready to throw.
Ryan's like secretly Dr. Doolittle. We just never knew.
He's a bit weird. This guy.
Maybe
Ryan
he's not
or
a
the cat?
Maybe he's what is it?
The cat, not Ryan. Ryan.
I was like Justin, like that's a little
no,
rude.
But I'm saying maybe he likes it because it's not actually a cat. What was it in Captain Marvel? Was it like a
flurkin?
Flurkin.
This cat is huge, mind you. He's very large size.
He's chonky,
but he's quite dumb. So like he'll walk into doors and stuff, and like he'll do all this weird shit. Like he'll just roll around on the ground and like he's dead and just like collapse. Yeah. Anyway, he's a bit weird.
I had a cat kind of like that years ago. Would not land on his feet.
It's my wife's cat.
He would fall on his head all the time. We named him Ricky Bobby.
That comment is so beautiful.
My cat is better than that cat, but she's too bougie. She won't show up here for the stream. You got to pay for that.
Wait, so that's your cat, and
no, that's my wife's cat.
The one that you just had is and the other one is the good one is your cat. That's how you differentiate.
Yeah. Exactly. There you go. You got it. Yeah, exactly. All right. Another super chat from Mr. Holbrook. Question for Rob. Do you feel that the design of Taskmaster and Bloodsport looked similar? Rob, they want your specific answer on this.
Okay, someone asked me to this morning on the John Campea show, and I think what people are responding to is that lower part of the mask that looks bony.
Okay, the xenomorph looking thing.
Yeah, I think that's what people are responding to, and it is kind of interesting that both costumes had that element to them. Like, I love the Taskmaster design in Black Widow. I think, well, there you go.
A picture of Idris on the back here.
I mean, I think that's more of like a paramilitary. I like the Taskmaster costume looks more toyetic.
Yeah,
I'm going to get that figure. I don't care what anyone says.
I'm getting to Rob.
Yep.
It's a cool figure. But I think that's why I don't think they look totally alike, because one has a lot more color than the other. I mean, I wouldn't mind if they made I would love to get a great. I mean, I've got my Heimdall
Imagine
figure,
the accessories with Bloodsport.
Well, I want that gun, man.
Yeah,
I want that
like
gun.
The one at the end that just kept like
I
expanding.
want that gun, and
that was a practical piece, by the way. They actually built that, and the thing spun on the end. It was an actual, real, practical thing.
I love that
built.
shot when they're walking towards Starro, and he's just leading away with that gun.
Yeah, that was crazy.
God, that's such a good movie. I'm gonna watch it again. I just downloaded the 4K version, so I'm gonna watch it again.
That's right, because you don't have HBO Max. You weren't able to watch it in 4K the first time, right?
No, but I went to the cinema. So
okay.
They announced that this was so ridiculous. So we had, I think, 11 cases the day before, and they announced 4 p.m. on Thursday that there would be a lockdown at 8 p.m. So we had 4 hours, and we had tickets to see Suicide Squad at 6 p.m., and the cinema's last showings were at 4:40 because they said, all the 6 p.m. on cancelled because the lockdown. But Steph and I were both at home, and we looked at each other and were like, "There's a 4:40 session. It's 4:20 now. Let's go." We literally ran into the car. We drove straight to the cinema. We didn't get popcorn or nothing. We went straight in, sat down, and we got to see Suicide Squad before the stupid lockdown happened. And the premier, because I don't know how it works in the US, but the people who handle each state, the premier of Victoria, which is the state that we're in, he was like, "Yeah, usually we do these things at midnight, but this time we didn't want to do it at midnight. We wanted to do 8 p.m. so that y'all couldn't rush out and have dinner and stuff before the lockdown, because, we don't want you to do that. We want you
exactly what everybody did."
Which is even more so because now it's 8 p.m. Even more people went out for that very purpose. But anyway, I don't care. I got to see Suicide Squad, and I got to see it in the cinema, and it was one of the best experiences. Not having been to the cinema in a while to see a DC film, I was really happy that I got to see it in the cinema.
So are you going to be able to watch Titans on Thursday because you don't have HBO Max?
Yeah. We get it on a service in Australia called Binge.
But it's not in 4K, right?
It's absolutely not. Binge is it's made partially by a company that I used to work for, I think, and they're all about minimum viable products. So making something that's the bare bones basic thing that can put out in the market, and we'll add features later maybe. So they were like, "Oh yeah, 720p, 1080p, totally fine. Zack Snyder's Justice League, y'all want to watch that? Okay, cool. You don't get that in 4K HDR, not a problem." I was furious about that, by the way. Very, very angry, because they're the ones who have the license to HBO Max stuff here in Australia, and then you're going to do us like that? Come on now.
That's right.
But yes, Titans, we won't be able to watch it in 4K. We'll have to just watch it in 1080p. Ugh.
Which is basically standard definition these days.
First world problems.
I know.
I get what you mean, though. I've started to notice the difference between 1080p and 4K. I didn't used to, but now I definitely see it.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Articulated Photography says, "Do you think Hot Toys will make a Carnage?" Ooh,
yes.
I think that's a pretty safe bet, to be honest.
So.
I think it's gonna happen.
It's an interesting design. That's a red one. I would love
a 2-pack with Carnage and Woody Harrelson as Cletus Cassidy.
Yeah,
I would love a 2-pack like that.
I don't see that.
It looks like you'll have a lot of interchangeable arms too.
Yeah.
What were you going to say, Rob?
I bet you it'll come with a lot of interchangeable weapons arms,
just like the Venom figure that's on pre-order. Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
I'm warming up to that Venom big time. That's a great looking figure.
Oh,
which
it
one
really does look good.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it looks great, and I love Venom. I didn't love the film, but I love the character. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yep. Okay.
I can't wait to get in hand.
I can't wait to see the next movie.
Yeah.
Whenever that's been delayed? No.
If it doesn't get delayed again.
It's supposed to be October, but I don't know.
Okay.
We'll see right
I'm
now.
not
Everybody's
banking on
crossed.
any release dates in the theaters right now.
Well, it looks like Shang-Chi is happening. They're still putting out marketing saying September 3rd.
Hey, Rob, are you going to CinemaCon?
I can't because I'm directing a show up in Portland. I do this medical lecture series.
Okay.
I was going to go with John. I mean, I was planning to go like we did 2 years ago. I loved CinemaCon.
Yeah.
But I'm working up in Portland that week, which bums me out because I want to see Shang-Chi.
Because he told me that, I mean, just not told me, but I'm watching the show. He told me. No, but I was watching the show and you guys were talking about, he said that, it pretty much almost kind of cements the fact that they will be on schedule with Shang-Chi if it's at CinemaCon the way it is possibly.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I would imagine. But again, if I have to say, though, I did my show today on No Time to Die, which I think they're going to move. I think they're going to, depending on, because it's the most expensive of all the movies coming out.
Yeah.
And it needs to make the most money back. And I just don't, I think they're going to leave hundreds of millions of dollars on the table if they release it now.
They said it has to make $900 million to break even.
Yep.
That's insane.
Yeah,
and there's no film that's going to make that right now.
No, and they talked about the fact that there were 2 sets of interest payments they've made on the money they've borrowed. They're making $1 million a month interest payments on the film. So now the budget of the film before marketing is like dollars. It's like $315 million.
Oh,
and that's hugely expensive. And to release it in this day and age, I mean, even Fast 9, the most they could hope, that made only 600 million and change. No Time to Die. Yeah, No Time to Die. Die Another Day.
Yeah, ain't gonna
No
happen.
Time to Die can't. Yeah, they just. I don't think they can release it right now.
Wow.
This is absolutely a time for that movie to die if they release it. It's not going
I know.
to
I'm
make
like,
900 million.
Yeah, if they release it now, there will be a time to die, and it'll be in October of 2021.
And you don't want that to be like Daniel Craig's last hurrah. Is it just being a complete? I mean,
the movie looks fantastic.
Yeah, the movie
looks
could be
good.
great.
Yeah,
but like you don't want you just don't want that to be the way it goes out as far as box office. But I mean, the truth of the matter is the theater industry, it's never going to be the same again.
No,
that's sad, but the technology of streaming is taking over, and now people regularly have 65-inch, TVs in their homes with great sound. I love going to see a movie on the big screen. I love going to an IMAX theater. I absolutely love it. But you also have a current generation that's growing up streaming stuff, and even James Gunn in an interview the other day said, "It's like, I don't care where the movie plays, because movies become classics and they generate the vast majority of their love and admiration over the course of their time by watching it on TV." So I think, and when you see all these big, directors, even Scorsese now and Spielberg and stuff, making deals with streaming platforms, I just think the theater industry I don't think it's going to go away entirely, but it's never going to be the same. It's never going to be what it was.
No.
And I think we all have to start warming up to that reality.
Although, I mean, I can't imagine seeing Dune in anything less than IMAX, just because it just looks epic.
I agree, but I just don't see. I don't see it being what it once was.
No.
Nah. I mean,
we shall find out, I suppose.
I think there's only a possibility once, if there's a smarter society, then of course there's possibilities. But right now, like I said, everybody, it's a double-edged sword right now when it comes to the film entertainment, how you choose to enjoy it. I mean, when I went to go see Suicide Squad in the theater this past Friday, it was probably all of 18 people in that theater. Like literally
5 in our cinema. There were like 5 people. Yeah.
Wow. And we're talking about the day after. Like, we're talking about Friday, which was initially the release day, but of course we have the midnight releases and stuff like that. But we're talking about on day one, and it's like, the industry is suffering, and I'm afraid for like one of my most anticipated films, not besides Shang-Chi, but Top Gun, like the sequel.
Oh,
come on, man, I'm afraid.
I want to see that in IMAX too.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that on TV.
I've got a need for speed. I really want. I want to see that on a big ass IMAX screen. Definitely. But
I agree.
I'm not getting my hopes up on it. That's a big one, though. That's absolutely a big one.
Well, we will cross our fingers and our toes that we were able to see it. We have a super chat from Luminara843. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, Luminara. I pre-ordered the Storm Premium Format statue. I wish someone would release a 1/6 scale comic version Storm figure. I am so with you. Or at least release some darker skin tone Fison body so I can make my own. Yes, and yes.
I'm with you.
I want that comic Storm. I don't know why Sideshow hasn't done a comic Storm. It could be because Fison are working on some darker skin tone bodies. They've started doing some darker skin tone male bodies now. So surely they will do the same. They don't even have one that matches the skin tone of Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman yet. Like, they only have super, like you've seen this Sideshow Wonder Woman. She is so pale.
Man, I would love
Brendan
and me.
I would love to have a 6-scale Mohawk Storm.
Yes.
Oh, I would love a 6-scale
from the Age of Apocalypse
body.
Well, from the comics, not necessarily the Age of Apocalypse movie, but like she had that.
No, from the comics.
Oh no, not from the movie. No, not from the movie.
No.
Okay, just making
from the comic run. Yeah.
I need the comic run.
Because I'm a huge Storm fan. So
I need the comic run with that cut off leather jacket, the vest that she basically had. I need that particular version. Now I ordered the premium format statue because, like I said, I just couldn't pass that up. But yes, if we got that Mohawk 6 scale, oh man, it's over. It's a
I would love that.
We need a Storm. We need a Storm. We haven't had a Storm, like a proper good comic book version Storm ever. I don't think in 1/6 scale done to a high quality standard.
I'm hoping that that's one of the characters that the Kucharik brothers tackle in the revival of the fine arts Kotobukiya 6 scale statue line.
Okay. By the way, sorry, Brendan, I didn't mean to cut you off. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk much about this, but I've been speaking to Queen Studios.
I give you permission.
Oh, thank you. Perfect. Queen Studios, Brendan has given me permission.
You're in the clear, Justin. Don't even worry about it.
Oh, excellent. So they said to me that, because I reviewed the Wonder Woman, by the way, and the Wonder Woman is so freaking good. The video is coming out tonight, so everyone stay tuned, or tomorrow for your
That's
viewers.
one that you teased, you gave us a little bit of a viewing last night, right?
A little bit of teaser, yeah. They said, look, going forward, we are planning on making more 1/6 scale statues. And we were talking about this yesterday.
Yeah,
the possibility of 1/6 scale statues. Queen Studios are making Catwoman on the bike, but now they're thinking about getting more into that. Which means, and they said, look, that'll fit perfectly in with your collection and it'll work well on your channel. I said, look, absolutely it would. So maybe, just maybe, they will be picking up the licenses to all those various properties to do 1/6 scale statues as well.
I would love it if they did. Everybody's doing it. XM is doing it. Kotobukiya, PCS. They're all, and I've got a bunch of those already on pre-order. They're all doing that.
Queen Studios would come in just right over the top and just be a little bit higher, but that quality bar would just be raised, and then that would make everyone else making the 1/6 scale statues. They would also have to step up to compete with that. So I'm watching this space very, very, very closely.
The first company that does a 1/6 scale statue of Daredevil, I'm in. That's my.
I think that someone probably will. I would imagine if you know, we've got rumors that there'll be a reappearance of Charlie Cox's Daredevil. I don't know if that is any validity to that, but we'll find out. Tony with a $4.99 super chat. Unfortunately, it's hard to beat the convenience, and streaming accommodates that need. Theater experience will never be the same. Brendan is right. Yeah, we did chat about that. Thank you, Tony, for the super chat. I love my streaming as much as the next guy, but I also love going to the cinema. It's one of the things that my wife really probably didn't appreciate when we first started dating, is how often I went to the cinema. I think one week we went and saw 2 movies in the week, and she was like, "Oh, this is too much. I can't do this." But now, luckily, she's like, you know, that's
too much.
Even better.
Now.
Yeah.
Damn, I saw Avengers Endgame twice in the same day.
Oh, really? Yeah, we haven't done 2 films in the same day yet. Although I'm sure at some point, when Matrix and John Wick 4 both come out in the same day, I'm sure that's gonna happen.
That was a big thing when I was growing up. It's double features. You go and you spend the day at the theater.
Yeah.
Or the drive-in.
One of me and my fiance's first dates, one of our first dates, we actually went to go see The Hate You Give in theaters first. We left the theater and went to go see Halloween right after that. Like, after that was over, we dipped right in and watched the beginning of Halloween. Because, hey, it's just like, Rob, you appreciate this. Back in the day when you would actually pay, now listen, $5 to go to a movie theater, and you walk in that theater and you didn't have to leave. You can walk into any other theater and watch it.
My wife and I used to do that all the time. It was always 2 for 1.
Yeah.
It was always 2 for 1.
Yeah.
Those are the days, man.
Those are the days.
By the way, here in Australia, an average movie ticket costs anywhere from $29 to $25, just to put it in perspective. So I don't know how much it costs in the States, but
and you still have the gold. What is it? The gold.
We got gold class, we got
gold class. Yeah, gold class.
Lael knows because he used to live in Sydney.
We're gonna start a GoFundMe for Justin.
Just to get me to
these
cinema,
Australian prices are just
those
downright
Clone Wars
rude.
figures, man.
Clone Wars, don't even get me started. But what we will get started on is the quiz. So we're going to have Team Justin and Team Rob. I guess we'll do it so the top row is Team Justin and the bottom row is Team Rob. That just makes it easy, I guess. What do you think? Are you all happy with that?
That works.
Yes, I might have to duck out early only because I have a conference call that I have to jump on at 7. So.
Okay. We'll do Team Ryan then.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, do Team Ryan.
I apologize
for that.
Rob...
No, that's
no, it's totally fine. No need to apologize. Work is work. All right.
By the way, my strategy for getting Scout Trooper and the speeder bike is I'm gonna get it for free because I'm just gonna wait until LaToya kills him for all the stuff he's buying, and then I'll just slide in and I'll just take that home with me.
Done. Too easy.
That's how I pre-order.
Okay.
That.
This quiz was made by our wonderful channel member, subscriber, chat moderator, Bob Dylan. He's in the chat right now. We are beginning the quiz. Okay. Well, we hope you get the first one right. This is a question. We'll take this question first. Team Justin. I think we all know. I think we all know. Is it A, Justice League Superman, B, Man of Steel, C, Superman Returns, or D, BVS? Anyone on Team Justin want to hazard a guess as to what this is?
I'm thinking Man of Steel. What you
That's
think,
the tough one. Yeah, I'm gonna go Man of Steel on this one.
Yeah, it's 100% Man of Steel.
Yeah.
You all nailed it. The shape of that logo, and it doesn't have the detail on the middle part, that middle band that the BVS and Justice League one has.
Yeah.
I know my Superman shield, so we're going Man of Steel.
I went with it. It looks a little less refined to me. That's why I was like, it's got to be the original rendition.
Yeah.
So
yes.
See, I thought it was going to be a little harder because Bob Dylan, his comment in the chat just now was "Buckle up, Buttercup. It's about to be get bumpy." So I thought you guys were going to get hit with a hard one. Now I feel like the hard one's going to be on us.
Team Justin is ready. We're fine.
We're ready.
Yeah.
The Justin's
we're
League.
warming
We're
up.
fine. Justin's League.
Yeah, we just
we got this. We got this.
such a terrible pun. Thankfully, we have many soups to choose from. But let's be honest, the black suit is going to be the best. I'm right there with you. I'm so excited for that black suit, Superman. It's something different. Like I was ranting on about like a crazy man earlier. I've started to really like the different, the weird, the wonderful stuff. Like this stupid Venomized Groot, which makes no sense. But I just love it. I don't know why. And I think the black suit does that for me. It's something different. We have 1,000,001 red and blue suit. As Venomized Groot goes falling, we have 1,000,001 different red and blue suit Supermans. We got Superman. We have a whole ton of them. We got Chris Reeves version. We've got, even third party different versions, and now we're gonna have a black suit version. I'm quite excited for that. Anyway, enough rambling from me. Oh,
I was like, what is that?
suddenly, creases on seamless arms don't seem that bad. Okay, is this? Let's get the questions here. Leia from A New Hope. Rey from The Force Awakens, Rey from The Last Jedi, or
D.
Leia from Return of the Jedi?
I'm going D.
Team Ryan, it's all you.
Oh.
I was going to say,
I agree with Will. Don't help the
Team
enemy.
Ryan, go with D.
I think it is Return of the Jedi Leia.
Yeah.
Because those elbow joints are pretty rough.
I have a giving nature. That's all it is.
I know, you're just giving it away. Ryan, what do you think?
I do not know, so just go with whatever.
Trust me, Ryan. I wouldn't leave you astray.
All right, you're going D? You're locking in Return of the Jedi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, lock it in. You are 100% correct. Those elbows, you could recognize them anywhere. Somebody get this princess a Thyssen body swap. Let's see him. We're loading. There we go. Yeah, they're pretty visible, huh?
They're not as bad as that massive knee joint on the newly announced Alexios from Damn Toys, the Assassin's Creed one.
Yes, that's quite horrendous.
Insane. That knee joint is bigger than the whole rest of the figure. But
the Harley from the Solo film's a little rough too.
Yeah.
The Dancer Harley, a lot of people really didn't like that knee at first, but honestly, now seeing it in person, I'm not hugely upset about that, but the Harley from the Solo film uses a different style. And yeah, anyway, we'll see what it looks like when it comes out. We'll see. Suffering Sapo, when will men learn bullets won't touch this Amazonian? Oh, okie dokie. Well, thanks for the hint, Bob Dylan. Is this, Team Justin, is it A, BVS, B, the Solo movie version of Wonder Woman, C, Justice League, or D, 1984? Oh, I was 100% going to say Justice League, but now I think 1984 might also come with these. Oh man,
I think that's tough.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go 84. I don't think it's a Solo movie. I think we can rule that out.
I don't think it's Solo movie because they only did training armor from the Solo movie, and I don't think she came with them. Although
no,
I don't think she did. I don't think she did.
This is that's like tough. This isn't the comic concept, is it?
No,
no.
I don't think so. I don't think so. It could be Justice League. Could be 1984.
Oh, that's tough. Bob Dylan, great job.
Yeah. Bob Dylan says Justin's internet is making me nervous with those load times. Yeah, me too. I'm on the gigabit, and I don't know why. This quiz must have the most high-res images known to man.
That's tough. What's our time limit?
We don't have one.
Oh, okay.
We don't have one. But
the Jeopardy theme song playing.
Okay, I'm not going to go because this wasn't the Justice League. We already know that, so we can rule that out. Bob
Dylan.
He's so proud of himself. He's so proud.
I don't want to.
Are we going with 1984?
I like 1984.
I don't want to say 84. I don't want to say it because I'm just thinking of this figure, and I don't think it was 84. This could be.
It's a lot of gold.
I think it's gotta be.
It wasn't BVS, so I don't think it was BVS.
No, it wasn't BVS.
So
I don't think training armor came with it.
No, it didn't.
So it has to be 1984 or Justice League, surely.
But we did get the version in the solo film. It was the training armor, and then there was a regular version. I think the regular version didn't that have.
No, they didn't make a regular version for the solo film.
No, it was only the training armor for
the training
solo
armor?
movie.
Oh,
yeah.
They made
so
it for BVS,
that's pretty crazy.
So it's either BVS or 84. I don't.
We going 84?
I'm with 84 on this one, but that's my guess.
Okay, I'm going 84 as well. Lael, you're the tiebreaker. 84 or?
I'm going whatever y'all go with, but I just.
Okay.
Let's just go. Let's see what
84
we got.
it is.
All right, let's do it. 1984. No. Okay. There you go, Team Ryan. You can take it. Is it A, B, or C?
I must go. I'm sorry.
All right, see you, Rob.
3v2 now.
All right, Rob.
This is the greatest stream, you guys. Thank you so much for letting me be a part of it.
Oh man, thank you.
Great meeting you.
Absolutely. I
Nice
will
to meet
see
you,
you
Rob,
on your
man.
channel at 5 a.m. tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
All right.
I will see you then. All right, you're down a man, Team Ryan. It's just Brendan and Ryan. What do you think?
I'm gonna say C.
C?
We'll go
All
C.
right. Locking it in. A. Team Ryan takes it. C. You don't need a lasso of truth to know this is one awesome figure while we eagerly await the jaw-dropping wingspan of the 1984 Golden Armor. There she is with the... That's the first time they did this. The magnetic...
That's why I knew it. Yeah, it was
effect.
Justice League because it was. They didn't do it on BVS, and I have the training armor one, which I absolutely love. And I knew it didn't come with that, so...
God, I love the Justice League Wonder
It's
Woman
really
figure.
good.
I don't know why
It really
people...
is.
Yeah. I think it's
I have that
fantastic.
version, so yeah.
I love it. It's badass. All right, next question.
Right now, did it?
Snicked. These claws are thanks, Brendan. Aren't made out of Beskar. Well, okay. This is all you, Team Ryan. Is this A, the Wolverine, B, Last Stand Wolverine, C, Origins Wolverine, or D, Days of Future Past Wolverine? Wolverine.
I will admit I'm not very familiar with my Wolverine costume.
Okay.
So
I don't want to give you any hints. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
No.
Brendan?
It's either A or C. We know, regardless, whichever one it is, the claws don't fall out.
My replacement body, by the way, for the Astonishing X-Men Wolverine is here. It's the things that I complained about.
It fixed the claw issue?
No, it didn't, unfortunately. Also, they sent me the wrong hands. They sent me the hands from
the
normal Wolverine.
Oh.
They sent me the hands from normal Wolverine, but I was able to take the claws and put them in the hands. Anyway, it fixed the issues that I was complaining about, but it has its own issues. So, like the screen printing for the lines on the costume is super rough, and there's overspray, and it looks a bit gross. So I don't know. It has its own issue. Anyway, we won't talk about that. We'll leave it be. We'll let the Hot Toys Wolverines do the talking.
I think this is Origins because I think in Origins he wore a white tank top.
Okay.
At one point during that, and I think that's what we're seeing on the corner there. So I think this is Origins.
Ryan, are you in agreement with your teammate?
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
All right, let's lock in C for Origins. It is. You are correct. Well done to yourself. While Days of Future Past arguably has the best Jackman sculpt, this one is no slouch in the detail department. Yeah, I love this figure. He's great.
Definitely
For a long
agree
time,
with
he
that
was
about
very
Days of
expensive.
Future Past, though. I love that figure. That's my...
He is the best.
That's my Logan right there.
Hands down the best. Excelsior! This is obviously Stan Lee. But as we know, there are a million Stan Lees from Hot Toys. Is it A, Stan Lee, just the regular version? B, the bartender from Ant-Man, who we actually don't have yet, surprisingly. C, the barber from Thor Ragnarok. Or D, astronaut Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Oh, no. I don't own the first one. The second one doesn't exist, but the other two I do own, and I don't remember, to be honest.
So I actually have the I have the
Guardians one?
I have the astronaut Guardians one. That's the one.
Did you do a quick check?
Yeah, I just did.
Are those? Is that in the rules?
I did.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's allowed.
I did too.
Reference
Behind me, and I checked.
I'm looking and.
No. He's gotta look again.
I bet it's the barber. I don't have any
It could
Stanley.
be that grin, that smile.
Right. I don't have a Stanley.
Says, I'm pretty sure Lael just cheated. It's allowed. We'll allow it. If you have
well,
it,
that's because he's on your
team,
Justin. R2.
Yeah. Of course.
I don't. Okay, so.
Even then, I don't think it's helping.
No, not really. Justin's league is struggling.
I think.
Oh no.
I don't think it's the astronaut version. I really don't. I mean, just
No.
looking at it, I don't believe it's the astronaut version. It could be Stan himself, or it could be the Ragnarok
Doc
version.
Smizzle says either A or C. Yeah,
I think we got that
struggling.
narrowed down. yeah.
Latoya says every time Justin says lock in, I'm reminded of that host of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire from the movie Slumdog Millionaire.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll take the game show host vibe. I love it. I'll take it. Thank you. Is it A or C though?
I think it's.
I think
you
it's
know
C,
what?
but-
I think it's C. I think it's the Thor Ragnarok.
All right. We'll lock in Barber. I'll go with you on this one. We'll lock in Barber.
Oh, what?
We are trash at this
We
game.
are trashing at
We
this
are
game.
really bad.
I'm just
All
not
right,
going to say
Team
anything
Ryan.
anymore.
Team Ryan.
I'm comfortable going A. What about you, Ryan?
Yeah, I was.
This is how they're getting all their points, Justin. It's not fair.
I know. We come in, we fall down on the barbed wire, and they just crawl right on over us. All right, you going with A?
Barbed wire.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we'll go with A. Let's do it. Lock in A. It's correct, of course. We're being slaughtered.
I could tell. I looked right. I was like, "That's definitely not the grin that he has
There
on
he
the
is.
On the Guardians one."
I love that figure.
The man, the myth, the legend. Without him, our wallets would be full, but our hearts would be empty. You are so right, Bob Dylan. That's a great looking figure. I don't own him, unfortunately, but I have about 50 other different Stanleys. So
Slaughtered.
Yeah, we are.
I know.
We're about to
I know.
make a
Maybe we
comeback,
can make it
though.
back.
We got this.
I hope so. Okay, what do we got here? Ant-Man. When it comes to accessories, he's better than a hologram. This is challenging because every Civil War figure came with a Civil War Ant-Man. So I don't even know that I could tell you which Civil War figure this particular Ant-Man came with. You got him with Hawkeye, you got him with Black Widow, you got him with Black Panther, I'm pretty sure. Good luck. Is it Ant-Man from Ant-Man and the Wasp, Ant-Man from Solo, Black Widow from Civil War, or Ant-Man from Ant-Man, or the Wasp from Ant-Man and the Wasp? What do you all think?
Ooh, I know.
I'm gonna say C.
I'm gonna go with Black Widow from Civil War. I literally just gave you that answer by saying that this was Civil War Ant-Man, and then all the rest aren't from Civil War. Why did I open my big mouth?
Damn it, Justin.
All right, you're going with C. I know, I can't believe it. Brendan, you're locking in C.
Yeah. He's the captain. I thought for a second that it might
Ryan
be B
is the captain.
because
Captain Ryan.
I have I have this one somewhere.
That is for sure the Civil War suit.
You think? Okay.
Absolutely. Ryan knows his Ant-Mans. We lock
You're,
him in.
you're probably
Is it
right. I have the
reverse
Winter
psychology?
Soldier Black Widow in there, not the Civil War one. So
I
right, yeah.
wish I was doing some reverse psychology, Will.
Don't
I
believe
wish-
him, guys. Don't believe
I'm
him.
comfortable with
He's
C.
bluffing.
I'm comfortable with it.
Okay, you're locking in C? Hey, there you go. Civil War.
That's
I
why
should
you're
not
the
have opened my big mouth. This accessory
Yo.
Ant definitely had a quarrel with a boot, and it belonged to a deadly spider. There he is, the little Ant-Man accessory. I liked that they were doing that, to be honest. You got a little different Ant-Man with each figure in Civil War. That was pretty cool. I liked that. That was fun. I kind of wish that Hot Toys, for figures that don't come with a lot of their own stuff, but it's part of a team line, I wish that they would give us stuff for other figures in the line that you can that you can give to, like, say, for instance, if it's BVS, give the Kryptonite Rock to Batman versus giving it to Superman, because they gave it to Superman. Give it to Batman, and you can use it with your Superman. Like, I like that idea. That's pretty cool. Yeah. I know Mafex does that a lot. Like, you'll get a Batman, then you'll get a Bruce Wayne, and they'll give you, like, the collar piece so that you can use it on your Batman that you bought previously. Like, it's a nice add-in accessory that works with the rest of the line. I wish Hot Toys did that more. But
anytime
sometimes
you guys want to start playing, by the way, you guys just...
we're trying. We're trying.
We're coming, Brandon. Don't worry. You guys are going to blow it like the Warriors in Game 7. Don't worry.
Calling all battalions, Batlalians, as Hot Toys likes to say, rebels detected in Sector C. This is obviously a comlink. Is it A, Han in Stormtrooper disguise, B, Luke in Stormtrooper disguise, C, Rogue One Stormtrooper, or D, Episode 4? It's one of the top two. I know that much, because normal Stormtroopers don't have a comlink on their belt. But the question is it Han or is it Luke?
I have no idea. I'm going to have to rely on you guys on this one.
I don't have either. I really wish I could. I really wish I had it behind me in the other room.
Ryan, we got a 50-50 shot at picking this one.
Yeah, that's the thing. If we get this wrong, then they're definitely going to get it right.
I'm tempted to go with Luke.
I'm tempted to go with Luke too. He does have more on his belt. He does have the grappling hook attachment piece on the other side. So it very well could be. And if you remember in the film, he was the one that had the comlink that was talking to 3PO.
If only you could tell his height by this picture.
It could, but see, I'm trying to think. Did Han have a comlink?
Han did actually have a comlink at one point.
He did have a comlink. Okay. So it could be Han. It definitely could be. I think it.
Doc Smizzle says it's
Luke.
Han.
It could be
Jacob
Han
says
or
it's
Luke.
Han. In fact, a lot of people in the chat are saying it's Han. Do we defer to the chat on this one and go with Han?
We're gonna. I think we'll go with Han on this one.
Okay.
Even though Luke did have a comlink, it could be. I don't know. It's Han.
I know. It's really tricky.
I trust whatever
everyone
you guys
is saying
think,
Han.
I have no idea.
All of the people in the chat are saying Han.
Will just doesn't
go
want
with
responsibility for getting another
I don't want any more. Oh my conscience! I won't be able to sleep tonight.
All right, we'll lock in Han. We're going with the chat on this one.
Oh my god, we are trash.
It was Luke. I knew we should have went.
It's always our first
Brendan, how much are you paying the chat to sabotage us? Because
what do you think, Ryan? I'm torn now.
Oh yeah.
Chat,
do we get it right and crush them, or do we throw it?
You were so
and throw
confident
them a
in the
bone?
chat. Chat was so confident. We should have gone with Luke.
It's like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire when you ask the audience and they totally get you wrong. That's exactly what just happened here.
Everyone's laughing. Yeah, I bet y'all are laughing. Y'all are laughing at us. Okay,
So
you're going with B, obviously.
We just go with
right?
B?
Yeah.
I guess we can just
lock
go
it
with
in.
B.
I hope it's wrong.
It is, of course. God, we're being
That'd been hilarious if
slaughtered.
it wasn't.
Hairspray jokes aside, the internal details of that helmet alone is worth the price of admission. This is a brilliant figure. I love this. And as a Toy Fair exclusive, this makes perfect sense. It's just a normal Stormtrooper.
This might be like the largest landslide victory in Livestream quiz history.
Yeah, absolutely. This one I know the answer to, but it's Team Ryan that's got this one. So he goes by many names. Is it A, Jango Fett, B, Captain Rex, C, Commander Cody, or D, Boba Fett, or E, Tamura Morrison? What do you think? I added an E myself.
I believe A. I think that's Jango. He looks younger.
If anyone would know, Ryan would know. He's the biggest prequel Star Wars aficionado that I know.
What do you think? My gut's saying A.
Yeah, no pressure, Ryan.
Yeah, I'm saying Django as well.
Damn it, Django.
Right.
You can tell by that expression. You can just tell. You know, he's got a bit of sass going on there.
We're getting destroyed.
I know we are getting destroyed.
I'm retiring.
There's no comeback for us. I don't think.
Like, no, I'm just kidding.
See ya. The OG Genesis to the Grand Army of the Republic. More than just a simple man after all. Just make sure the portrait, that word, portrait, is pegged on nice and tight, or else it might simply roll away. Yeah, he has sliced it off. Y'all maybe don't know, but I have a thing about cut and sew and portrait. I just feel that they're overly pretentious sounding words. I prefer fabric and head sculpt. I use, someone in my mod team said, I use people words, and I do try and use people words. But I do know that a lot of people do use portrait. But I've never been a huge fan of that. Ryan's looking at me like, "What are you talking?"
Isn't it?
It is a statute term. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of portrait. I've got a meme floating around of the Winnie the Pooh. You know the Winnie the Pooh where he's like normal Pooh and then fancy Pooh, and there's like head sculpt is normal Pooh and then portrait is fancy Poo. So
out of context, that could sound really bad. That could sound really bad out of context.
Regular
Justin.
Pooh and
normal Pooh and fancy Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh. Let's say fancy Winnie the Pooh. There
no
you
one
go.
clip that, please, out of context.
Anybody fancy?
Oh, they will now.
Yeah,
they will now.
You're welcome. You're welcome, chat.
Yeah, thank you, chat. So was this technically made in America or Wakanda? Ooh, interesting question. It's made, I guess, a bit of both. It's made from Wakandan metal in America. So, I don't know. It's like Apple says, designed in California, assembled in China. It was designed in Wakanda, assembled in America. Okay, let's see. Is it A, Falcon and Winter Soldier? This is obviously we're talking about which Sam Wilson is it. B, Endgame, the First Avenger, or Civil War? I'm absolutely going with Falcon and Winter Soldier Cap because you see it, right?
Yep,
you see
a little
it.
indent.
A little guy right here. We all in agreement with that? I think.
I'm with you.
Lael?
I'm not gonna say nothing, but yeah, we know.
Oh yeah, okay,
you just don't want to bear responsibility, Lael.
We'll just lock it in. I'm so confident.
I'm with you. Yeah.
There we go.
There we go.
I don't know if this counts as a comeback.
We're coming back
at some point. A brand new cap needs a brand new suit and wingsuit.
Yeah.
By the way, I love this figure. He looks so freaking good.
Yes.
That was
Beautiful.
one of the few where I was like, I like the pose at the con that they did.
Yeah.
In their booth, like there were some very questionable poses, like the Purple Rain Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But that
although in Hong Kong he looked good,
good.
how he had the claws sort of going up like that. All the poses in Hong Kong, because obviously they make damn things, they get to pose
much
them.
better. Yeah.
But in the States, I think they ship them in the pose, but then obviously transported across the planet.
I don't know what the hell they were thinking.
They
some of
didn't
them
have
get a bit
Terry
janky.
there to correct it.
Oh, the poses with the diorama of he's like just standing there, and then the stormtrooper's like,
yeah,
I'm just like,
yeah.
Imagine if they'd done like Mando was coming in with the whistling birds, and he was blasting, and the stormtroopers were like against the wall and on the ground, and like it could have been so cool. But that was just like he's just standing there, and then the stormtrooper was like, eh.
Every opportunity to have a selling point, and it
just looked like he rang the doorbell at his neighbor's house.
Yeah,
it's like, hi.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
Oh,
we all know this is Michael Jackson. Okay, I didn't think Ryan. I don't know if Ryan knows it either. Is it A, Beat It, B, Billie Jean, C, Bad, or D, Thriller?
Okay, that's not bad. Definitely not bad.
Yep. Okay.
That is not Billie Jean either. It's Beat It or Thriller.
Ryan?
I don't know if they did.
This is all you, my man. I don't know.
I love the caption.
Yeah, me too.
Beautiful. My voice can't go high enough.
Yeah, I can't go high enough either.
Bad,
I've already hit puberty. I'm sorry.
Bad, he wore a black leather jacket. Billie Jean was not a leather jacket.
No.
It's Beat It or Thriller. I know he wore a red jacket in Thriller. I think this is before he goes full on zombie. So
Brandon, you should know what this is already, bro.
I'm good with Thriller.
Okay, you going with Thriller?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Lyle. Okay, all right, we're locking it in.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Oh.
Hey! Okay.
I trust Lael to handle this one for us, Justin.
All right,
well,
Lael, what do
he's
you
got it now. It's definitely Beat It.
It was Beat It.
Okay, all right. Beautiful.
Hell yeah,
Look
come
at
back,
that.
baby.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hot Toys went all out and made 4 different versions of the Prince of Pop. They sure did. I don't own any of the Michael Jackson figures. Maybe one day. They made him a DX, right? The Thriller was a DX.
I think so. That's what was throwing me off. I had that in my head.
Yep. Bonus round. Justice and Bats have one thing in common. Okay. Is it A, DX19, B, the Dark Knight Armory, C, DX02, or D, DX12? Let me have a look at that again.
Will.
It's not
Those
19.
mouths have to be the DX12, surely. And you can see the lightness around the eyes as well.
Yeah.
It's definitely not 19.
It's not 19. It's not 02 because 02 was pretty janky.
Yeah, I think it's got to be 12.
I think Armory looked better than this, especially in terms of the eyes. They had a lot more black around the eyes.
This is
I think
you
it's gonna
guys,
be 12,
right?
right?
This is us.
Yeah, this is us.
Yeah, this is us. This is us. Yeah.
I know the answer to this one. Damn it.
Okay.
I don't know for sure, but I'm with 12. You. I really think it's 12, but I don't have
too.
the figure, so.
I mean, yeah.
Optical's in the chat. Optical for the win.
What did Optical say?
I don't know. I'm waiting. Optical 20. What is it, bro? We waiting to see.
Come on, Optical. Hook us
up.
Oh
man, you guys can't win on your own. You got to bring in a ringer. I see. We're down a man. We're down.
I like that he doesn't have the standard mouth here because we would have instantly known if he had the standard mouth plate here.
Optical said 12,
but
Justin.
He's 12. Okay, we're going with 12. I think we're comfortable locking in 12.
Yeah.
All right, let's lock it in.
Oh, what?
It's 19.
We can't even get... Optical is trolling us. How could you? How could you?
Yo.
I believe it's A.
You think it's A?
I do.
All right, let's put in A.
Nope.
That only leaves one thing. It is the Armory. I can't believe... I even have my science with the eyes and all that. No, bullshit. It's the Armory.
All right, let's go Armory.
It's the Armory. There we go.
The
okay.
Armory, and I haven't taken
they
the rest of it
slaughtered
out
us
so long, but yeah.
by 300 points. Yeah. While the Bailmans keep coming, sadly this quiz is at an end. We do hope you've enjoyed all the quizzes. Please leave a like and comment to let us know. And as always, happy collecting. Yeah, that quiz was tough. I'm not gonna lie.
At least
it wasn't that tough.
That was pretty tough.
Right? It was.
Okay.
Brendan's just so overconfident.
At least we didn't sink and swim with just 100. We came back a little bit.
Yes.
So we did. It was a redeemable.
We fought valiantly.
And you had 33% more players than we do. But yeah, hey, you find a win where you can. That's okay.
Yes. I can't believe we got slaughtered.
Yeah, we did. Next time.
Yo, this is
High five, Ryan.
Can't believe that. I literally cannot.
There we go. Yeah,
there you go.
Oh well.
There you go.
High five across the stream. Let me just see if we have any super chats that we missed. We do actually have one, I think, or yes, we do have one. From Fusili Boys with a $5 super chat. Thank you very much. Do you think any Dune characters will get made? Or, as you'll say in the States, Dune. Because I am going to need the bulky, armored Duke figure, or do you say in America, Duke? And Atreides gold suit. I don't know anything about Dune or Dune. So... I don't know if I need figures yet. When I see the movie, I think I'll know. What about you, gents? Dune, yay, nay?
I'm really excited for it because Denis Villeneuve's directing it, and the dude's an incredible director. He's like absolutely incredible. Yeah. I mean, Arrival, Enemy, Sicario. We were talking about he's done some amazing films.
Sicario's a masterpiece,
dude. It's incredible. Yeah, and the second one's good. It wasn't him, but it's not as good as the first. The first one's another level. I mean, but. Yeah, Dune looks amazing. The cast is incredible.
Yeah,
I don't think Hot Toys would make this license. This isn't a Hot Toys thing.
I think it's a star. It feels Star Racy to me.
Maybe or an unlicensed or something.
Yeah,
or even I don't even think 3-0 would do this. I don't know.
I don't think
there are
a
lot of top actors in this movie, though. I mean, there's
True.
a lot of, and there are a lot that they already have head sculpts for.
Yeah, it's probably Star Ace, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't see this one selling. Even if Dune's popular, like Blade Runner was really well liked, and it didn't do well at the box office at all. So I mean,
but it got a third party release though.
That's true.
Some third party releases.
But the outfits are a lot simpler in Blade Runner than these outfits are pretty hectic, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Toy Zero could do it.
So Toys we trust.
Yeah, maybe
Toy Zero could do it. I think Toy Zero could nail it because they do a lot. Like Green Goblin, they did Green Goblin and they did so well.
And they did Doc Ock, right?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect to see license from these, but
no.
I don't think we'll definitely see third party. We'll definitely see third party.
Maybe one or two characters or something. Maybe
I'm
Timothée
so
Chalamet's
hoping
character.
Yeah. I'm so hoping for some Suicide Squad stuff. I messaged So yesterday and I said, please tell me that you were working on some Suicide Squad stuff. He didn't reply yet. Hopefully he replies eventually. But I would just love one that I don't think Hot Toys would do, Rick Flag. Just very simple yellow shirt with that logo, Joel Kinnaman head sculpt, because they can nail the head sculpt. They'll absolutely nail it.
And that'd be a low production cost because it's a very straightforward character.
It's just so shocking to me that they would not do a Bloodsport, a Harley, and a King Shark at minimum.
Well, see, I think they will.
Good.
I
think they will lay out. I know Justin was a little more pessimistic about it. Like, I don't think he.
I think they will. Yeah.
I think it could be a possibility because we never thought that we would actually get, Will Smith's. No, we didn't.
Deadshot.
We didn't think. Yeah, we didn't think we'd get actually Deadshot. We got that.
They were a little bit more adventurous back then, I think, with the DC license.
I think they might do the Suicide Squad just on the fact that they know that Warner Brothers wants James Gunn to come back and make another one.
Yeah, and it's a James Gunn movie, yes.
Right, and with the way Guardians performed, and then those figures
critically
are so popular.
Did really well.
Right, so I think it's a little bit more likely given the fact that it's James Gunn and that even despite the kind of current climate with the box office, failure, I still think that it's got enough legs. Not a failure, but I still think it has enough legs.
People are so hype about the box office, but let's be honest. Look at the world that we're in right now. Half of Australia can't, half of the whole country of Australia can't go to the cinema. Same with America. You'll don't want to go out, you're not getting vaccinated, etc. And then people are fearful to go out to the cinema. So it's a dangerous situation over there in America. In the UK, I think cinemas might still be closed, but it's a precarious
and it's on
situation.
HBO Max. So
and it's on HBO Max.
People, you're going to lose a lot of revenue putting that thing on HBO Max. I've always been a theater advocate. I just feel like it's such a bad move right now. Even if
they are making money on the streaming side by getting subscribers to that. And
but aren't they?
I think they're losing. They're leaving a lot of money on the table, in my opinion.
I agree. I think
they are, but they're
even
trying
the $30
to play a long game and build revenue in a different revenue stream.
I just still think it's not smart.
Yeah, I know.
Even the $30 payment that Disney does is not ideal, but it's still at least it ties that revenue to that film. Yes, correct.
It does that. The other part,
but the biggest problem with it is that, like I said, for HBO Max, that day-and-day release. I don't, myself, and I think Warner Brothers, they kind of walk back on it. Now they're doing like that 45-day in movie, in theater, whatever. But that's what I'm saying. Like that day-and-day release really did hurt because if you can watch it for free, even if you did go to the theater, you're not going to watch a second viewing at a theater when you
at the cinema. Yes,
if you have HBO Max. Right. So
the premiere access on Disney is much more profitable for Disney because I mean, you think about it. Like every Marvel movie, I'd see at least twice in the theaters. All right, that's more than $30 right there. The issue here is that when they release it in the theaters, they have to give a percentage of those profits to the theater
owners.
Okay?
Yes.
Whereas they're keeping we end up spending less on Premier Access, but they're keeping a larger percentage of that pie. Okay, it's Premier Access; they're pretty much keeping it all. When then it gets sold or rented on iTunes and stuff like that, they keep a larger percentage of that than they do the grosses from the box office. So I do think that they're making less on this stuff right now. I don't think it's as bad as we think, but they're trying to grow another revenue stream because I think they also see that the old one is not going to be sustainable forever. So short-term losses, but they're playing the long game on that. I know that sucks because that means that we can lose the theater experience, but that's just the reality now.
I'm actually a little bit different. I think the theater experience is going to go, once this pandemic is hopefully over, I think things will go back to normal and the theater experience will regain itself. I differ
Assuming
on that.
That the theater groups are still solvent at that time.
That's true. If they're still even
they don't
around.
Go under. Right. They can only last so long.
Toys.
I love that figure,
this
by the way.
katana. Whoever has this figure in hand, this is why So could corner the market when it comes to releasing. This figure is beautiful.
Give them the DC license.
Oh my God, it is beautiful. By absolutely. Everything is beautiful about this figure. So, like I said, they could kill it. They could definitely nail it with it. They
could do an amazing Suicide Squad line, and luckily, except for Bloodsport, the outfits are pretty simple. I mean, Harley wears a torn-up red dress for the most part.
100%, we're gonna get a Peacemaker, whether it's Hot Toys or So or somebody else, whether third party or licensed.
Peacemaker,
it's not a difficult. 100%. It's not a difficult outfit. It's a tight
none of the
shirt
outfits
and
are all
pants.
that difficult except for Bloodsport, to be honest.
Right.
They're all pretty
Plus
straightforward.
the show is coming later, right?
Yep, the show is coming. Yep, absolutely.
On HBO Max, yeah. So we'll at the
Rat
very
Catcher
least we'll
2
get
is
third
just
party
a
ones.
raggedy looking lady. So I'm pretty excited to see what companies cook up for Suicide Squad, because you'll know.
What do you think the odds are, Justin, that we actually get that King Shark?
5%.
That low, really?
Damn.
Okay.
It's just saying in Howard's personal collection.
Yeah.
I sure hope not, Ryan. I mean,
I'll
I'm
put it
happy
up to
for
10.
Howard to
I'll
have
put
it,
it up
but
to
I'd like
10.
to have it also.
I'll put it up to 10% because he was shown with the extra shorts and the book and the hands. So, usually that's a pretty good sign that they're working. But then again, Crossbones was actually on display at Secret Base with the rest of Civil War with a display base and everything for years, and he was never made. So I don't even know if that's an indicator, but I think 10% chance that he gets
Isn't there a DC Fandom event coming up soon?
Yeah, but Hot Toys never really. They weren't
They're not
part of it
line up
last
with
time.
that.
Yeah. Nah. I mean, for DC Week, the week of Suicide Squad's release, they showed What If figures. So
that's true. Yeah,
that's hilarious.
Like, how can you do that?
Path of least resistance.
Party.
A neon
tech party. That is a low blow, Hot Toys. Come on now. Like, y'all know, your DC fans are saying, where's our stuff? And then they're, hey, what if? Even though, like, if they did it this week, it would have been made perfect sense. Because it's the week of What If. It's only a week later, and it's starting to become a thing that people are talking about online more, whereas last week we were all talking about Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
But they didn't. So, we'll wait and see. They're starting to miss the boat, I think, when it comes to Suicide Squad. If they wait a couple more months and then they drop them, I reckon the hype will be there for something else, for the next DC project. People will still buy them, but nowhere near as much as what they would now.
I mean,
is
who
Suicide
knows
Squad
what
showing
they're
in Hong
thinking.
Kong, Ryan? It is, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It's not showing in China, though, right?
No.
I don't know. Ryan doesn't know. All right. Well, S-Beam sends a cool super sticker. Thank you, S-Beam, for the super sticker. Bob Dylan says, we're all winners in his book. Thank you, Bob Dylan. But
Thank
us
God.
on the top, we are actually losers because we lost quite badly.
true.
I can't believe that.
And
We got
we
slaughtered.
are.
But if Bob Dylan says we're winners, then I can sleep well
Then we'll
tonight.
take it. Then we'll
Yeah.
take it.
We can
we'll
take it.
That's all that matters. I care about Bob Dylan's
take it.
opinion.
Hey, look, we fought
Yeah,
back.
me too.
We fought a valiant fight. We came back
did.
a little bit.
We tried our best. We had some pretty good analysis
We
of
lost.
the pictures.
We're
so-
A plus
We
tries.
lost.
Yeah, we did. But it's how we lost.
We
It's
got a
how we lost
participation
that
trophy.
counts.
We have class.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Lane Kramer says, "Hey Justin, panel, I'm considering getting the Mysterio from Iron Man. Mysterio Iron Man. Is that one
Illusion
supposed to
one,
have any
right?
die cast? Is anyone thinking of getting it? I don't think there's any die. Ryan, is there any
Yeah.
die cast in that thing?
I think we had this conversation a year ago, and I remember saying there wasn't any. Because it's
Okay.
all
No
very
die
intricate
cast.
sculpt.
To do
I
all
doubt
that
there would be any-
damage, yeah, that would be way too
Yeah.
hard and to do on diecast. I don't think there's
Does
gonna
it
be
bother
any
y'all?
diecast in it. No.
I've never subscribed to everything has to be metal all the time, as long as it looks like how it's supposed to. Because let's be honest, like this thing is really hefty. This is the 30 Mark 43, and it's on the outside it's mostly plastic, but it looks very metallic. Like on the inside there's a ton of metal, obviously. But if I couldn't tell, I don't think I would be all that upset because it looks like metal.
Yeah.
As
The
long as it
paintwork
has
is
the
there,
right
yeah.
look. As long as it has the right look, I'm not a huge stickler for it having to be made of the thing that it's supposed to be. Like,
Right.
it's cool. It's absolutely awesome. I love when stuff is metal. But it's
Yeah.
not like the
Is
be
that
all and end all. I'm not
Mysterio
gonna-
Iron Man supposed to come out soon? Is that
I would
I
think
don't
so, yeah.
think
Says?
I hope so.
It was
Um,
announced
it was
That's
last
one that
year
I
at
didn't.
Toy Fair.
Yeah, I didn't pre-order, but like I wanted to wait and let it come out because
I
I
want
remember
it.
it
I
was
want it.
pricey. I remember
It's pretty cool looking. Yeah, no
yeah,
doubt.
I
Yeah, it's
definitely
cool
want to kind of wait a little bit, but I think now that people are so sold on how amazing the Mysterio figure himself is,
April
and
to
the
June
Far From Home one-
2022 is when
Okay.
it's coming out.
So
Apparently,
that
Lane Kramer
already
says.
passed. Oh, 2022. Oh, okay, I was thinking
2022, yeah.
Okay,
Really?
gotcha.
It's
Yeah,
still
that's
got-
a
it's still got
while
ways.
away.
Yeah, we still
Wow.
got just under a year. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought that
okay.
was a lot sooner.
Yeah,
for
I
some
think it was
reason.
gonna. I thought it was gonna be this year, but I mean,
Yeah, me
diecast,
too.
you guys know, it's always preferable. But I mean, like,
Yeah, absolutely.
I will say, like, you know, if a non-collector or most average collectors are walking past your display, they're not gonna be like, "Is that diecast?" You know what I mean? Like,
We
they're just
didn't
gonna-
even know
Right.
when we saw Iron Patriot for the first time. We literally were taking bets on whether it was die because we couldn't tell. We literally couldn't tell just by looking at it if it was metal or not.
If you put it in your hand, that's the only way to tell most of the time.
Mando armor's not die cast, and that still looks great. Especially like the chrome that we've seen for the upcoming one looks great. So it doesn't have to be.
Yeah. I mean, this little insert piece for the Darksaber, this looks like plastic, right? It's metal. Like you would literally not be able to know unless you held it. That it literally looks like just a hunk of plastic right here.
Yeah.
It just has like a matte type of finish.
I mean, the only downside is like for that Mysterio Iron Man, he's $420. So for the price, I wish it were die cast. But I mean, like, I understand that it's not.
But how much is it in Hong Kong though? I never am a huge fan of talking about US prices because that's an import price. So you're paying an import fee on.
We talked about that last night. The Hong Kong retail price is so much lower.
But the
than
US
the
is the center of the
retail.
universe, Brendan.
We
are the best. We are everything. Okay.
It's
See,
like
because
here in
Ryan
Australia...
agrees. He knows he does. Like, we are the center of the universe. We are everything. Ryan knows the U.S. is the best. Okay, lots of nationalism going on.
Well, jury's still out on that one. But
we have a lot of COVID cases. Okay,
we've got the most. We're higher than the world, I think, is what your ex-president said. So I don't know if that.
No, he was higher than the world. That's why we're where we are right now.
Okay, we'll leave politics out of it just before it gets spicy.
Exactly.
But yeah, don't forget, everyone who is watching, that the Hot Toys figures are pricey because they are imported. Just like how if I was to buy a Camaro in Australia, it costs me anywhere from $90,000 to $100,000. Not because it's coming with more accessories. See what I did there? Because it is the exact same car. It's just for the privilege of owning it in my country because it's not made here. But when it comes to Sideshow stuff, like we were talking about earlier, completely different kettle of fish because they are making them in-house. They get to decide the price because they know exactly how much it costs to produce. But when it comes to Hot Toys stuff, I always look at the Hong Kong price, even though, yes, selfishly, we can't buy them for that price. But that's the retail. That's what the figure is valued at.
Which has not fluctuated that much.
Hasn't fluctuated. Because people do say, oh, it's a $500 figure. But it isn't. It's maybe a $350 to $400 figure. And then that completely changes your mindset. You're just paying the extra just for the privilege of owning it in your country because it's not made for your market. It's an import. And that's, a lot of people get confused with that. And I think we'll touch more on that in a future live stream. We'll do a whole Hong Kong debate. I'd love to do this discussion while I'm in Hong Kong. We'll have Budget Stark on the stream. We'll have Ryan and we'll get you guys in and we'll have this chat. It'll be awesome. But I do actually have some exciting news. You all have been asking about a new podcast. And Will actually messaged me ages ago. And stupid me, the moron that I am, 2019, Will messaged me. A lovely introduction to himself, what he's all about. And I don't know what the heck I was doing back then, but I was like, okay, cool, I'll get back to you. And then I never got back to him.
He ghosted me.
But... yeah, I ghosted him. But we're here now, luckily, and he's got this beautiful microphone that I am envious of and I need to get myself. It's the best sounding microphone that I've ever heard.
You gotta get it.
Anyway, I do need to get it. It's really good. I'm going to, right after this, I need to go and see where I can buy it.
So am I actually an enabler now?
You are an enabler.
It seems like I am.
Yeah,
does it have the multiple sound profiles? Does it have the multiple sound profiles?
It does,
like the Yeti, so I can have the what do you call that? Where it picks up audio from all around?
Oh no, I don't think it does that. I think it's I forget what they're called. Optical would know better than me, but it's one of those dynamic mics where it really only picks up what's in front of it. So like it's not really picking up everything. So like it's really meant to eliminate all sort of. It's very quiet. So like basically it needs a lot of gain, and it only picks up what's in front of it. Like if I get away, it's gonna be a lot harder to hear me. Right. So like I really have to get in pretty close. So
when I record, I do have it usually pretty close. Like this boom, I usually do have it pretty close. So I'm hoping that I should be able to fiddle around
like
with
you
it.
can see, even if I'm a little far away, you can still hear me. So yeah.
And it still sounds great. Okay.
Yeah,
perfect.
you would love it. Yeah, it's incredible.
It's the people are asking in the chat, what microphone is it? It's the
Shure SM7B. Yep, an Optical 20 actually turned me on to it. He's the guy. He had it, and he told me, he was like, "You got to get it." He's the tech guy. I always go to him with my tech question.
Okay.
So,
yeah, I definitely need to. Will just leveled up. Yeah, Will definitely has leveled up his audio game. But basically, what I was getting at is Will and I will be hosting a brand new podcast. We're working out the details. We're hosting a brand new podcast. So stay tuned for that. It's not going to be Six Scale Network, the podcast season 2. It's not going to be anything like that. It's going to be a brand new one. So definitely stay tuned. We are working it out. We'll have more to talk about in the future, I'm sure. And I'm sure all of the lovely people in this stream will cameo at some point on the podcast. And we'll discuss various different things. But it'll be good to get back to podcasting because it's been a while. It's been a while.
Yeah.
So anyway, we are at 2 hours and 30 minutes. And it has been fantastic talking to every single one of you. Plus everyone in the chat. We had over 300 people at one point. Y'all are amazing. All of the super chats, y'all are so incredibly generous. But it's going straight to the Modu Case Fund. They're going to be going towards the payment that I have to put through for the Modu Case very, very soon because they're ready to go. So stay tuned for a video that's going to showcase the building of the Modu Case. And tonight, or tomorrow for those in the States, the Queen Studios 1:1 scale hyper-real Wonder Woman bust video is going live. So definitely keep an eye on your sub feed because I am so proud of that video. Usually I hate my own content. I'm the most critical person of my own content, but this one I'm actually really happy with. So stay tuned. Everyone, we'll go around the grounds. Where can we find you on YouTube, Instagram, etc.? Will, where can the folks find you?
So on YouTube, as the name you're seeing on your screen, Will Foxification. On Instagram, Will_Foxification. Post a lot of collectibles, other fun stuff. So that's where I'm at. And the two primary places to find me. I do lots of movie reviews on my own channel. I'm going to do more video essays, streams with these lovely guys. So like all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's going to be fun. And Justin, I'm sure you'll be on plenty of streams of mine in the future. So
hey,
we'll
that's the plan.
It's mostly we'll talk about movies and stuff and other, and collectibles and mix them both together in a single stream.
I don't get to talk about movies enough, I find. Right. And I was going to do reviews and I don't know if I want to get into it. But now, like you said, if I can cameo on your channel and we'll talk about movies, that'll be awesome.
Definitely, yeah. So anyway, that's where you can find me.
Perfect. Lael, where can we find you, sir?
Well, you can definitely find me on the 1/6 Scale Man YouTube page. Also Instagram as well. Still building up the actual Facebook page. It's going to take a while. At the 1/6 Scale Man YouTube channel, we do actually have Say What, which is a segment that pretty much talks about everything 1/6 scale as well as pop culture. So we kind of dive into that as well. I do also have Take Your Position, where I do actually take random figures, pose them up, just to kind of give you certain my vantage point of how you can actually pose up certain figures. So you can actually find that on a YouTube page as well as a lot of my reviews. You basically do have a lot of figure reviews, unboxings and collectibles for the 1/6 Scale Man YouTube page. So yep, that and IG. That's pretty much where I'm at. And can't wait to see. Of course, I have you guys back on. Everybody's going to be on, and most definitely we'll talk collectibles and everything, pretty much everything. And I'm glad to have everybody. Like I said, don't forget, follow everybody's channel on here because, like I said, we're all doing things. We're coming together collectively, as a unit to kind of make sure that this community itself, just has like a positive influence. So that's what's going on.
Exactly. We want to talk about the good stuff. We don't want to talk about the rubbish stuff. We want you to come in here, sit down, relax, and just talk about the good stuff. So hopefully we've done that for you this evening. Ryan, where can the people find you, sir? Ryan. I think he's frozen.
He looks really stoic right now.
I was like, wow, Ryan is very still.
Yeah.
Ryan,
he's got his model pose.
He was doing
right
his
now.
best Drax impersonation right there.
Or maybe he hasn't been here for a while. It's just been an image of him.
I don't know. That might be Blue Steel. That kind of looks like Blue Steel.
It might be. I'll remove him and then add him back in and see if that fixes it. It doesn't, unfortunately. Ryan, hopefully we'll be back in a second. Ryan, we can't see you, so hopefully you can rectify that. Brendan, where can we find you?
So my main Instagram is actually right on the screen right there, is Real Riley with 2 E's. That's where I post most of my stuff from, personal life and business, cinematography and stuff like that from my business. And then I have a second Instagram that is more photos and video of actual collecting in my collection. And that's Max Effort Collector. Little
nice.
Cool nod there. And other than that, every week doing streams on Lael's channel. Yeah.
Beautiful. I don't know if Ryan is coming back or not, but you can find him on Instagram at @SSN_Ryan. That's 6 Scale Network _Ryan. He does some awesome figure photography, not just of figures like prototypes, but also the blogger style photos. He's back. Ryan, I was just telling the people where they can find you. You let them know yourself. I won't speak for you.
Is he back?
He's at the rave again. He's at Hot Toys base. Where's the neon tag?
Frozen. I don't know. Where is the neon tag? Ryan, bring out that bracelet again. I know. But as I was... Oh,
there we go.
Ryan, are you back truly? Positively? No.
He's kind of back.
Ryan's having technical difficulty. He's lagging. Well, you can find him on Instagram. He does all of my, or most of my channel banners and artwork that you see on my channel on my Facebook page. Ryan does them as well. And they're gorgeous. I'm really happy with all those banners that Ryan's been making. So I will give him a couple more seconds to see if he comes back in just before we end the stream. I feel bad leaving when Ryan is having technical difficulties. Hopefully he can rectify his technical issues. If not, SSN_Ryan on Instagram. But it has been amazing talking to everyone here on the panel. Y'all are awesome. It's been a blast. Hopefully we get to do this again. Usually we do one... A fortnight is Rob, and then one fortnight Ryan, aka Jetta Patrol, comes on. So y'all are always welcome if you ever want to come on the show with either of the guests. We're actually working on putting a stream together with Norman Chan from Tested, who is also featured on Jetta Patrol's channel. So we're working out the details of that as well. So I'm quite excited to have Norm on here, and hopefully Paul Sun-Hyung Lee will be able to make another appearance on the channel soon. Mr. Kim himself.
That's awesome.
So everyone keep an eye on the channel. But that's about it for this live stream. As Ryan appears, we'll give him one more sec. Ryan, are you back fully, truly, positively?
Yeah, I don't know why I keep dropping out.
Okay, let the people know where they can find you just before we end.
Well, I'm in your Facebook group as an admin, and I'm also on Instagram as SSN_Ryan.
Perfect. All right, everyone. That's about it for this live stream. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next video.